So, last session, Bittersweet discovered that after they had attuned to the headdress they had found in the volcano, there was a flea named Violet. They had a pleasant conversation. The party finished up, and they headed from the volcano to the witching hour. For they were in time for witnessing the ritual that would transfer Relkath into his new body. Um, and his new body happened to be this tree dragon. His old body was a tree drider thing. It looked weird. Um, so once Relkath was fully situated in his body, then he, as promised, he gave the party a flower from one of his horns. Actually, gave two. One to prove to the Bear King if or when they went to see him to try to get his some help while they stormed Chateau Faria. They could give him one and they could keep the other. They also had a couple other options they could use because storming Chateau Faria would be like storming the White House. They could, like Relkath said, they could see his old friend Mesakamen, the Bear King. Nicnevin, in turn, suggested her acquaintance, the powerful arch-crone Baba Yaga, a crone who is known to be as cruel as she is kind, who has a group of horsemen who do her bidding. Kiwi suggested the Lord of the Hunt. He thought maybe the power vacuum would disrupt whatever things he would be doing, and though he tended to stay neutral in most aspects of life, the power vacuum that Sanestra would leave behind would be too large to ignore. There was a fourth option, the Moonlit King, via going to see Brother Ox. There isn't any secret that Brother Ox could not uncover. And while the party discussed this, the Queen of Witches showed them their new ride, her giant pet three-eyed owl, Peanut. Peanut's a good boy.
Because I can use it, but it's like it's not super bittersweet style.
Yeah.
But I remember kind of vaguely that when y'all fought that what was it, like a Dullahan?
Yeah.
Or
Yep.
Was it that there was like a chain or something that it had?
There was a spine whip.
Do we still have that?
No, because it was its literal spine.
Yeah,
right?
That was just something we were going to potentially use.
Okay, I thought that someone said at one point that we took it.
We did take it, but I think it can't be used as a weapon because it's a literal spine and it's off of a monster stat block and not an actual item.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
So more of a, hey, we could put this in our tavern and or sell it.
What do you guys think is going to be most useful on the Baba Yaga trip? Dark vision out to 60 feet, ethereal sight out to 60 feet, greater comprehension, I can read any language, or invisibility within 10 feet of me?
Ethereal,
yeah. Yeah. That's what I was leaning towards too. So I will take that ethereal sight for my third eye. And also gonna roll some hit dice since we're not taking a long rest.
Okay. I also forgot to hit record until a minute ago.
Oh,
no.
It's okay. I'll do my own recap.
Yeah, they didn't miss much.
Yeah, we really didn't talk about much except team names and stuff. It wasn't a very long session last time. All right, so Mercandraw Swamp. So what you know about the Mercandraw Swamp from Relkath and Nicnevin, and Violet gives you some information, and also Kiwi. Everybody gives you information about the Mercandraw Swamp. So the Mercandraw Swamp is as large as a sea. It is a swamp of weeping willows, rotted fruit, of gnarled roots thrusting up from bubbling quicksand pits, of impenetrable fog bands stinking of swamp gas, week-long rainstorms where lightning scours the sodden ground, and of great dire alligators and swamp wasps the size of dogs.
Sounds like my
Lovely.
kind of party.
It is the home of hags, and
And that's it.
And and the dire alligators, and it's filled with life, but life that is fundamentally wrong. Most like there's a lot of weird shit there. So, Peanut will fly from from the ground, from where he's picking you guys up, and he starts to coast down southwestward. I need everybody who's on Peanut to give me perception checks, please.
Sure.
Is Peanut big enough to hold all of us?
Yes.
Okay.
Peanut is the size of a rock.
Is a rock huge?
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, no, they're gargantuan.
Are they? Okay.
Perception, right? Okay. Reminder that my passive perception is 23.
Okay.
Good job, everyone.
So
I got I got a 22.
Yes.
all right.
That's
So
what I'm saying. Good job, all you two.
Oh.
all right. So Peanut starts coasting down into the swamp just above the Merkroot trade moot. That's what it says, the moot. And
Along the way,
Mhm.
can we be Can Tilda and Zaitari be talking about the strategy that they're going to use on Baba Yaga?
sure.
Okay.
Sure.
So, do I remember anything else from my amazing Arcana roll from last week about Baba Yaga?
Let's see. You know
Like,
about her iron.
How does she respond?
Baba Yaga is chaotic in nature. She is kind as she is cruel.
Cruel, right?
Yeah.
I remember that part.
There are
What's the best way to convince her to do something for you?
probably the best way is to entice her with something. She loves
Right.
She loves secrets. She loves powerful artifacts. But she also likes feeding on the sleeping innocents with her wretched iron teeth. So you got some
Right,
options.
sure. Oh, sure. Yep. Great.
Plenty of
Cool,
options.
Cool. Fuck you, DM. So, what are we thinking we're going to entice Baba Yaga with?
Well, I was thinking we just... Coda, not right now. Pretty much just lay it out. Tell her exactly what's going on, why we need... or would very much appreciate her assistance, and particularly the ability to call on those 3 horsemen of hers. I'm not exactly sure what we can entice her with, because I'm not too excited about owing any favors to really powerful Fey creatures.
Nor am I, darling, but just asking, hey, do you want to help us stop this woman, this Fey woman, out of the kindness or cruelness of your heart? Seems
doubt
like
it.
a bad option. So,
No, she's the one we're going to have to actually deal with, because the Bear King, Rain knows what's going on. I'm fairly sure they might be able to talk him into joining, but I think Melanie's going to have to get a bit rough with him before he's going to
Probably,
actually
yes.
pledge his armies.
I'm not talking about them, though.
No,
We
I
need to
know,
come up with some sort of strategy.
And then the Lord of the Hunt, I think we might be able to convince. But for Baba Yaga, if we're talking about powerful items, I do have the Iron Flask still, and also the Soul Cage that we got off of Eva's body. It's empty, but it's still something, and it was used in powerful magics. And if we can, I'd rather keep the Iron Flask because we could potentially use it, but she might be interested in the Soul Cage.
There's also the potential that she might just help us, because it means saving her own skin.
This is true, but she's also been around long enough where I feel like no matter what happens, she'll be fine. It's not like she's a devotee of the Raven Queen or something.
No, but she runs the risk of having a power-mad Archfey taking over a large section of the Feywild. Who's to say that that section wouldn't start to encroach on her territory as well?
Well, here's the thing:
It's a good point.
if Sanestra succeeds in her plans on killing the Raven Queen and ascending into godhood, she won't be an Archfey anymore. She'll be a goddess. There will be a power vacuum, has been stated, which is why we'll be able to get the Lord of the Hunt on our side. But Baba Yaga, again, I don't think she'll necessarily care because she's near Nicnevin's territory.
You don't forget where you come from. She might be a goddess for all intents and purposes, but she's still going to be thinking like a Fey.
It's
Maybe.
a valid point, Bittersweet, and perhaps we can use that as a sort of a last-ditch sort of thing, as in,
They shrug.
as in, if everything else, if any other argument we use doesn't work, perhaps just saving your own skin will. It's
I agree.
possible. It's a good idea. I do have some mithril coins. Algor currency, perhaps that might entice her, but
I also have all of
a
those
feeling.
chunks of Preclusium that we got a while back as well.
Oh, I do have a piece of Preclusium as well.
I have 3 of them, so I don't mind offering her one.
Well, perhaps. I also have a book of lore, maybe, or I have the the components for a legend lore spell. Perhaps she's looking for something.
Maybe.
And in exchange for that, the location and other such information or something like that.
So our current bargaining chips are 1 to 2 chunks of Preclusium, the Soul Cage that we got off of Eva's body,
Right.
that book that you mentioned,
The legend lore. Yes, we've also got several books from the volcano. But you can't have some of them.
No, we're not going to offer any of the books. We need to stock our library. I'd be more comfortable giving her the Iron Flask than anything else, but than anything else, but over the books, which I know sounds stupid, but I don't think she's going to be interested in the books.
Peanut just moved.
Peanut did move.
We hold on.
Okay. As you are coasting over, Peanut starts to now sharply descend. And lo and behold, there is, and let me move you.
A moving
Who
hut?
got the
There is a
Who
house.
got the manual of bodily health, by the way?
It was,
Melanie.
yeah.
I'm holding it, but I think we decided we're giving it to Melanie, right?
Okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
So you see the roof of a house. The legs are currently tucked beneath it, and there
Is
are
it roosting?
maybe there are skulls everywhere in this clearing. Just kind of looking eerily at you. Just its head just turning as they see as Peanut starts to descend down to the ground. Not taking their eyeless sockets off of you. When you land, there is a lot of noise coming from the house. It sounds like pots and pans are being thrown around. There's some muffled yelling coming in from within. There's a cat that screeches and more muffled yells. It sounds pretty chaotic right now.
As we're descending, really quickly, me or you for the talking. And mechanically speaking, I have a plus 15 on my persuasion.
I have plus 13 on my persuasion.
Okay, so either one of us is a pretty solid choice.
Mm-hmm.
We'll just, like, one of us will lead and we'll assist each other to.
Yeah, well, that's the
advantage
thing.
and stuff.
I was trying to get us to a place where, like, we both knew both knew what we were going to be talking about and stuff like that, so that we could come up with a solid argument. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
And just for safety, I'm going to cast Eagle Splendor on myself.
Cool.
I'm just going
see.
to stand back and just sort of look at things.
Actually, no, I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to cast Eagle Splendor on you because I can also,
Me?
potentially give you a shitty pep talk and give you bardic inspiration.
Okay. Shit, where the hell?
So that gives you advantage on charisma checks.
Yep. Thank you. For how long?
An hour.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, which is why I'm casting it now. I feel like we'll be pretty safe because I feel like we're going to talk to her fairly shortly.
Yeah, all of my, like, increase things are not great. But I will I'm gonna cast protection from evil and good. On how many people can I? One willing creature. Okay. So I can't.
Bittersweet.
Yeah, I was gonna say bittersweet. Just in case.
Yeah.
It's only 10 minutes, but
Okay.
That might be all we need.
mhm.
You know what? Because I have it and because I have the spells, I'm gonna cast something on myself too. Just so I can have it. You
Oh,
never know if it'll come in handy.
okay. So, well then it's pretty much useless
What?
for me to have done it, right?
What?
No, I think she's saying something else.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I'm giving myself a speed bump.
Right. Okay. I understand now. I thought you were saying that you were gonna.
Oh no, I don't have protection against good and evil on me right now.
Let's see. First level spell, and I have no more of those spell slots. But I have plenty of second and thirds. So
Okay, great. So you guys are
I wish
prepping.
we'd taken a long rest, but okay.
Okay.
We'll be fine.
You guys are prepping. Let's go to Team Hay.
In the back of our mighty steed.
So
Which I would have talked to Hay before we left.
Oh, what have you said to Hay?
Okay.
Say hey.
Look, they're idiots. Watch out for them.
Okay. So I would have told Hay that I need you to do something for me, if you can. I need you to take my friends a very short ways away. I won't be with you to talk with you, but I promise you that I have not forgotten what I swore.
Where?
And I will give Hay the sort of general directions to the Bear Kingdom.
Okay. At least there's food.
You have so much of my gratitude. Noble Hay. Sort of pat the top of his head.
He chews like a cud of grass. Pauses, lets you pet him, and after you're done petting him, he spits it out.
Mm-hmm.
And then picks it back up and chews again.
So like a cow.
Yeah, exactly like a cow.
I love him. He's my favorite. He can do no wrong. But yeah, and then I would tell Hayes that as soon as my friends come back to you, you can come back here. Will you be able to find the way?
Mm-hmm.
Good. I will see you soon. That's what I would say.
Okay. Team Hay, you are trudging along, going through the golden trees of the Bear Kingdom. I would like all of you to... I'd like all of you to roam wisdom saving throws.
Does Hay have to?
Hay will have to as well. Let me go get cows.
No.
Let me go get cow stats.
No, so oh nice, Ronnie. So keep in mind that hay is roughly worth about 1,000 cows, so you have to multiply it by 1,000.
I don't think that's how wisdom works.
I do. Obviously, he is also the leader of his herd, so he has to be more wise than the other ones, duh.
So instead of -2, it's -1. And it's fine.
So I'm gonna say my prediction is that Hay is the wise one, but his head wife is the intelligent one.
Yes. That makes sense to me.
Alright, so as you guys are trudging along through this actually quite beautiful forest, you see roving bears.
But is this a magic charm or sleep thing?
Not so much a charm, so it's not a magic charm or sleep. I wouldn't consider this. So how do I describe this? Hay seems to start getting a little restless, but he seems to like shake it off. It just seems like as you're going through this territory, your emotions start getting amplified. Like if you are if you are just having a pleasant conversation, you're a little happier than normal. If you're starting to snip and argue at each other, you kind of want to punch that person in the face, but you kind of just, bottle those bottle those emotions down. You also notice that the bees in the area, normally like with honeybees, you just swat them, like shoo them away. They would just go away. But you see, like, the bees are not leaving you guys alone. Even stinging a couple of you at certain points. And these are just regular bees. They're not giant bees. So you've noticed that as you've been going through the territory. Now, as you get deeper within the forest, you do see the city of... Hold on, 1 second.
Okay, guys, we're almost there. Now I'm just saying, I love oh god, I got a job to do here. I love Zaitari and Tilda, but they think they're the brains of the whole operation. Usually, they're pretty smart, but we usually have to save them and get them out of trouble. So let's pull a win for the team this time, okay, everyone? Gonna be on our game.
Yeah.
Go in, introduce yourselves, beat up the Bear King, get our ally, get out. Be back home before they are, right?
Sounds doable.
Ronnie's not going to talk because he knows his strengths and his weaknesses.
Alright, so continue on. What do we notice? Said bees slap at a bee.
Lots of bees.
I'll just be on watch for any impending danger or doom.
There are a lot of bears, tons of bears of all different shapes, sizes, and colors. And then you start noticing a few of the bears that are walking. It's very similar to the bear person sign that you encountered. Except a couple of them look a little weirder. Could I get Arcana checks from people?
Alright.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Very well.
So sorry.
Team Arcana is that way.
Beautiful.
Hey, that's a
Ooh,
magic bear.
Nice. 17.
A lot.
Weird bear.
A lot of the bears that are standing, they're werebears, and there are a lot of them.
A lot of werebears.
Also, I hope
What-
you realize that when you say Team Arcana, you mean just Tilda.
Where
Because she-
where are the werebears?
They're
Everywhere.
they're in the forest. They're observing you. It's as if they've been expecting you. None of them are engaging you. They are allowing hay to move through their territory, though the bees are still a constant nuisance as you are going towards Bjorn. Here it is. Bjornhelm. Borgum. Bear Kingdom.
No, it's Bjornhelm.
Bjornhelm.
Bjornheim?
Bjornheim? Helm?
I think it's Bjornheim.
Bjornheim.
Yeah, sorry, I
Because
just can't
Heim
see
is
it, so
like-
it should be Bjornheim.
Bjornheim.
That's-
It's Bjornheim because Heim is like kingdom.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So, Bjornheim.
And Bjorn means bear.
When you get outside of this... I don't have a picture of that. You are stood in front of this large wooden structure with multiple... As far as the eye could see, outside of the wooden walls, beehives. Everywhere.
Nice.
In the rear, behind the beehives, there is a vast sea of goldenrod flowers. There are vast orchards of different kinds of fruits. There are also beings tending to the gardens, and there is... When you look down below, there at where Hay has stopped, he has stopped in front of the gates, and there are two werebears looking up at you next to each one of them, there is a massive dire bear with iron armor covering it.
Something I just thought about. How do we get up on hay?
Probably
Climb.
climbing. Slowly.
Yeah.
Or Tilda is kind and she ferries us up one at a time.
So range climbing.
Robbie would have to climb. He's fine with that. He's climbed rigging and stuff, so.
And they're waving at you guys when hay stops.
This would be a good time for a magical climbing rope.
Do we have one of those?
We did. I sold it for all this stuff, and I kind of hold up the jangly bag of random crap.
Oh, that's fine.
Let's attempt
Yeah, so
a
we get
graceful
down off hay.
dismount.
Yeah. Dismount the cow.
All right, can I get climbing checks?
Oh, fuck.
There's a lot of fur. You guys are fine.
I will drink one of my potions of climbing.
You're fine. You're all fine.
Ronnie just scrambles down like a monkey.
I may be basically out of spell slots, but at least I can climb.
Yeah, you're fine. You're all fine. Who are addressing the bear guard?
Not Ronnie.
We come to see the Bear King. We have in our presence Sarah Melanie Twelven, Hero of Leona, Wielder of Court Thunder, and Master of Rosewater Keep. To talk to him about the. It's for introduction. Shut up. You're not even here.
Okay. Also, you have the token from the dragon. Just don't forget
Yes. We come to speak of the rise of a dark power that we believe you will want assistance, and we have proof of the return of Relkath, King of the Summer Court.
The bear you are addressing takes like a deep breath and says, the king is expecting you. Sign had come back earlier, and he says that you are to be led to the feasting hall. Please step this way. Will you need a stable for your steed?
Kind
Or should
our
we
noble
just
steed will
should we just
take
drop
care of himself.
Okay, or should we just drop him lead him to a field somewhere?
There's a field of good clover and such. Yes.
The other bear guard will start trying to get Hayes' attention to come this way. Looks like
dude.
looks like they might have to get a druid for this.
I mean, if he just took off, I know if it was Rain and Melanie, he'd be like, yeah, where's he going? Where he's going?
Yeah. Like, well, just gonna follow this cow. This is our life now.
You are led through a wooden hall, adorned with not tapestries, but carvings in the wood that look like it took a master whittler like years to create, because etched into each log in the wood in the wall are just carvings of bears and bees and pictures depicting feasting and fighting and all that great. Whittler.
Yeah, I figured it out.
Oh yeah,
I'm like,
whittle. Yeah.
Until you are led into the great feasting hall of the Bear King. It is as chaotic as that picture depicts. There are bears drinking, there are people drinking, there are bears fighting, there are people fighting.
There are bears and people fighting.
There are
There's
bears.
bear on people violence.
Yes, there's a lot of that. As you're walking through, I would like everybody to make dexterity saving throws, not to be hit by the many pints of mead that are flying through the air. Okay, Ronnie, you get conked on the side of the head by a pint of mead. You take 2 bludgeoning damage as it just kind of conks you on the head.
Cool.
There are in the ceiling, sitting on rafters, there are giant bees. They are literally giant bees, the size of people, just kind of hanging out.
I love them.
There are dried flowers hanging from the ceiling. It's just a mass chaotic scene. And at the back of the hall, sitting on a throne made up of branches and carvings of bees sitting on the branches. In his hands there is a large pot of honey. Next to the large pot of honey sits a gigantic maul. You don't know if he's wearing shoes, but they look like bear paws from where you're like approaching. And he has a magnificent beard that looks like it could be made out of fur, with a holly crown sitting on top of his head. You are in the presence of Mesachimen, or pretty much, yeah. That is exactly what you see on his feet. You're not sure if they're real or not.
I would like to pull my cloak up. My bear cloak.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll get back.
Ronnie'll just bow.
All right, we'll get back to that in a second. Back to Baba Yaga.
Zaitari just said she needed to go real quick, so maybe we just continue with this one for a half second.
Okay. Oh. All right. So you take out the bear cloak.
Yeah.
Is there any reaction to that?
Yeah, there is actually. There are several people.
I made a good choice.
Immediate around you that like whip their heads around and look at you, offended.
That's fine. I would like to stride up to the Bear King, wearing my bear cloak. It's more speciesist than anything. Let's be honest here.
He raises, like, you see old Honey Paws raises an eyebrow in this brazen display that you just showed. So these are the individuals that come on the great ox, well, the great bull. Interesting. And how can I help you?
We thought you might be bored. I mean, hold on, I've got an accent. Be bold. I don't know what my accent was. It's been so long.
Where are you going?
We thought you might be bored.
He looks around at the several pints of mead that are being currently thrown in the air.
Well, that is all fun, but certainly you would like something a little more physical and exciting, something to prove yourself.
So you've heard of my reputation?
Of course.
heard it, but not seen it demonstrated. If you'd like to start out with something smaller like myself, we don't blame you.
Oh, and pray tell, what would we be, other than for my amusement? What would we be battling for?
Glory, of course, is always fun.
Of course.
Pride. Of
Pride,
course.
yes.
There's also, of course, with all of this happening, a very possible shake-up of the current hierarchy of the Fey Lords and ladies, and surely anyone who helps will look, possibly get a step up. Power vacuums and violence and all that fun stuff. Chaos is a ladder.
Sign did return to me with your message. Power vacuum, you say?
Sanestra makes play to become the new goddess of death, which would benefit no one.
It wouldn't. And you say that Relkath is back.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a friend of ours. We saved him, actually.
I hand Melanie, it was a flower we were given, right?
Yep.
Of some sort. Flower
Correct.
behind Melanie's back for her to present it.
I whip it out.
Okay. He extends his hand, which you see is it's a 5-clawed hand covered in lighter brown fur, and indeed these are not nails, these are claws. And he extends it out to you. May I?
Yeah. Sure, here you go.
And at this point, you've noticed that all three of you have noticed that the hall has become eerily silent.
Yeah. Ronnie, because Ronnie knows it's not his place to talk right now, he's going to be keeping an eye out for any kind of, like assassin or, secret agents who are waiting in the wings to get down Mr. President, the Bear King.
Yep.
So me and my many, many eyes are looking out for that stuff.
Okay, sounds good. He will take the flower, he will look at it, and he snaps his fingers, and there is a man that was previously a bear step forward to the king's throne. He hands the druid the flower, and he begins to cast. And Ronnie, you know this spell very well at this point. He's going to begin to cast scry on it. So that will take a little bit. So now we can go back to Team Peanut. So you guys are outside Baba Yaga's house. There's a lot of commotion.
Galaxy brain.
There's there's shit happening in there, right?
Yep, it's like it sounds like chaos coming from inside.
Sounds like a party.
It's almost like so violent that the house seems to be shaking.
I'll very tentatively walk up and say, excuse me, Lady Baba Yaga? Is anybody home?
So the door flings open, and you see a tall, bearded man. His head is covered with like a helmet.
Yaga.
His head is covered with a helmet. Also, all you can see is his eyes and this white long beard that sticks out from underneath it. He wears a deep blue midnight cloak, and he looks He looks down at you with a level of disinterest. Then he looks inside and he looks at you.
Like a metal helmet, like armor.
Yep, like a Viking helmet that like
I
covers
was
half the
thinking
face.
of like a flight helmet, like the pilots wear. I was having a really weird image. Go ahead, sorry.
Okay.
Really?
Mhm.
And
Sorry,
he's-
go ahead, Darren.
So the gentleman will look down at Zaitari. You're the one who addressed.
Yeah, I'm right behind Zaitari, by the
Okay.
way.
Yeah. And he will say, "Oh, he doesn't say anything. You hear in your head, you are looking for Baba Yaga."
Maybe?
Yes, is she
Yes,
home?
please.
She is home.
May we...
May we speak with her?
Yes, that...
You see him close his eyes for a few seconds, and he says, "She will see you. This way, please." So,
Can I insight check somebody who's not speaking to us? Just by the tone of the voice?
you can like get his like body language if you want to try that.
Yeah, I just want to see if there's like some kind of hostile defensive posture to this guy. Oh my god. Every time I roll so low. Every time.
There's no hostileness when you're getting a read on him. He just seems very disinterested. Like he doesn't
Does he seem like he might be under a spell?
It's possible.
Okay.
But he just doesn't like this situation with like the screaming coming from inside. He doesn't give a fuck. So you guys walk through up a very short flight of stairs inside, and you enter what looks
Do
like.
we see any of the chaos? And
Oh yeah, you see
Okay.
you enter what looks like a kitchen area. There is another gentleman with dressed very similarly to the white bearded men that just let you in dressed in light blues and has a brown beard. Definitely like a different color, like a lighter color palette. And he's currently standing looking out the window. And there are a few cats in here, black cats. That are just running under tables and baskets that are full to the brim of grains and urns and pottery that are filled with different substances, multiple dried herbs and other things hang on the ceiling. There's a couple more skulls in here. Some of them are made of wax, some of them are bone. And there and in the corner there is a very large mortar and pestle. And
it's pestle.
And you
He is
see
silent.
a stooped over old woman with this long nose and wild white hair. You see her milky yellow eyes just stare around, like throwing things in a corner. And she is like murmuring to herself, and then she just whips around, and you see that she has no teeth.
Tilda's thinking, gross, but doesn't say anything.
Okay. And she looks
Like the whole image.
at the white-bearded man. The white-bearded man just takes a sidestep to the side, revealing you guys. And she says, "What do you want?"
We're
and her-
terribly sorry for interrupting,
Mm-hmm.
but Zaitari, do you want to explain the situation?
I think you should, but let's make introductions first. My
of
name
course.
is Zaitari.
Mm-hmm.
Tilda,
Mm.
and this is our friend,
Bitters.
Bittersweet.
Mm-hmm. Well, I expected. Mm.
What did you just say?
She's not talking very well because of her teeth.
Yeah, her
Right.
teeth are missing.
Yes, I know that part.
Oh,
I'm
sorry.
saying, what did you just say? Because I didn't. But if Tilda has to ask, I beg your pardon?
She points over to the person that led you inside. Baba Yaga says, what is your it would be nice, a pleasure to meet you given different circumstances. Unfortunately, her dentures have been misplaced.
I see. Do you remember where you last left them? Or where you last had them, I suppose?
She starts looking very frustrated, and the white-bearded individual says, they had an argument, and they went off into some ruins.
The dentures?
Yes.
I see.
What is your purpose here? Nobody comes freely to see Lady Baba Yaga. Usually. But you
Well-
seem to be here under the guidance of one Queen of Witches, and gestures to Peanut, who is outside, probably pecking at the ground.
We are here to ask for your help. And, we are wondering if, you might want to help us take down, Sanestra,
Mm.
who is attempting to ascend to godhood. Which we don't imagine would be particularly beneficial to anyone. who Fey Lords.
As
Hey,
you're talking, she just looks at you, and she starts laughing, just like.
Is it a laughing at me kind of a thing?
No,
or
not
is it
laughing at you. It's kind of like laughing
with-
at what you said.
Okay.
Go serious right away, and looks at the white-bearded man, and he says, she says, "A god, you say? That is the funniest thing that she has heard all year."
We are deadly serious.
And you see, she see her walk over to her mortar and like sits low to style and starts stroking her chin. And the guy says, and how exactly do you think she can help you?
Well, you're
Well,
obviously a very powerful spellcaster. Everyone
have-
knows that about Baba Yaga.
and you have very powerful allies.
Well, okay.
We're looking to take the fight directly to.
Yeah.
Huh?
As soon as you said cats, I knew Bittersweet was doing like the kind
Oh.
of a look in the background.
Gotcha.
So one of the cats, Bittersweet, that you are attempting to make friends with, Looks very similar to one of those Dobby cats, but it's entirely black. And the
like Dexter.
yeah, and the fangs stick out of its mouth, and they're way too long. And you just see it go meow.
Hello.
It's probably meowing at you in a friendly manner, but it just already sounds like it's complaining.
Yeah, Bittersweet is just talking to the cats, is just gathering the cats around themselves and befriending them.
But Baba Yaga's like, Hell, you want me to help you? Do that. And the guy says, so you want Lady Baba Yaga to help you run interference, so to speak, so you can go in and stop whatever devious plan the Queen of Air and Darkness is doing.
Yes. Essentially.
Ma, I'm pounding over.
Every time Baba Yaga speaks and then stops, Tilda glances at the white-bearded guy to hear, like, see if he's gonna translate.
He says, it seems that you are in luck today. She's in a charitable mood.
Wonderful.
She asks you to, well, there are several things that might have to entail a transaction. First of all, what do you have to offer to her?
Well,
anything of interest?
Perhaps we could reconcile you with your dentures?
or if you're looking for an interesting magical item, I'm going to take out the soul cage. We picked this up off of a homunculus that an agent of Sanestra was using.
She holds out her thin white arm, which has a bracelet that looks like it's made of molars, and she
Why not use those?
she plucks.
She wants her sentient iron dentures for some reason.
Because aesthetic.
She plucks the soul cage from you and looks at it. I hear. She hands it back to you. The man translates. She is willing to make a deal if you can reunite her with her dentures and for the soul cage. And there is one more thing. So her dentures ran away because they had an argument. Her dentures are currently in the ruins southeast of here, called the Ruins of the Moor Lady.
Ruins of the what lady?
Moor, Moor.
Okay.
They went there in search of a magical artifact, and the dentures said that they would not be back until they gotten said artifact. So your task is to go to the ruins, help the dentures retrieve this artifact, bring the dentures back, and once the transaction of the soul cage and the dentures is complete, she will have Kostje the Deathless be at your disposal for distraction.
Who?
Let me put them in the chat.
I'm sure it's one of her writers.
Yeah.
Kostje.
You can roll an Arcana check on Kostje.
Well, right now I'm just thinking of Callisto 6, but
Hmm.
Kosti the Deathless is a cyborg character.
All right. So
It's a
you
really low
figure
roll.
the two individuals that are currently inhabiting her hut, the helmed men, are two of her horsemen.
Sure.
Koschei is not one of the horsemen. Koschei is, in fact, was once a king of an ancient land who feared death so much that he used darkest magic to stave off his demise. He discovered a means to protect himself from both time and injury, and transformed himself into something
Into a
greater.
Lich.
Lich.
Yep.
This is the dude in folklore that hides his soul inside a needle inside a duck.
Yep.
Inside a green egg.
Yep, that's him.
Yeah.
So
But
Baba
this is a Russian thing.
So
Yeah.
Baba Yaga says through the horseman, she currently has the soul of said individual who will do her bidding and who will help you if you complete this task.
She stole his soul. Oh no. Sucks to be him.
You know Koschei from lore is very powerful.
Right.
I'm gonna say over the brooch really quick to Tilda. I'd much prefer. Sorry, I'd much prefer if we could also get her or some of her horsemen as well.
How far away are these ruins
They are.
from here?
The horseman says they are. Well, using your noble owl. They are a few hours from here. Unfortunately, Baba Yaga needs us and the third horseman for a task right now. Hence why she has not gone to the ruins herself to retrieve the dentures. Then again, the dentures might just run away again.
Well,
How's my progress with the cats going?
Roll an animal handling check.
Okay. Did I get advantage because they can understand me?
Sure.
16.
Two of them are curled up in your lap. One of them is trying to bat one of your ears.
Miss Yaga, I really like your cats.
What would it take to get some of your horsemen?
or you yourself.
She raises an eyebrow at that.
Too much. How about you get your horsemen?
Yeah, she like immediately not like shakes her head with herself. It's like
Fair enough. It's unseemly for a leader to go in to battle against another leader, I suppose.
The horseman that's been addressing you says, so the problem with us is that only one of us can be outside the house at a time. It corresponds with the time of day. If we were to be all in the same place at the same time, well... And then Baba Yaga makes a exploding motion.
Oh.
That's not good.
Can we get one of them, then, in addition to this Koschei?
And the horseman translates, what, is Koschei the Deathless Lich not enough?
Apologies,
You're
but we
incredibly generous.
we heard so much good about the capabilities of your horsemen that, well, we were kind of sold on that.
The horseman says, "What else you got?"
Well, we are sort of on a time crunch, so in going to get your dentures, we would be using quite a bit of that time. I suppose we were hoping to call upon your fabled generosity, Lady Yaga.
Yes, and when my friend Tilda here speaks so truthfully, you know she is speaking the truth. Sorry, I didn't know what I was trying to say. I was trying to figure out ways that I could give Tilda bardic inspiration by trying to chalk her up a little bit. And Zaitari is obviously much better spoken
Tilda's
than
super
me.
big-brained. She knows things.
She knows things. Big galaxy brain. She understands all. Very smart. So I'm gonna. Zaitari is much better at speaking than I can.
That's fair. I mean,
okay. So I'm just gonna give Tilda a point of inspiration.
Okay.
It's a D10.
Nice. She hasn't asked for a roll yet, though. So.
I know, but I'm just anticipating it. Because you're trying to.
And I think it is worth noting that everyone knows the fabled generosity of Madame Baba Yaga when she is in a favorable mood.
I mean, if that doesn't give me advantage, in addition to the
the horseman says, "You did catch her on a very good day."
Also, I'll pet sit your cats.
Done.
You see Baba Yaga start laughing.
Oh, you killed her.
Although
I'll take out my
sure...
alchemy jug. Would you like some water?
Well, I'm pretty sure they can probably take care of themselves.
I think I have an idea. I have thought about it. And the translator says, "I think I have an idea. I just thought about this. When you go get the dentures, there is also a little flower picking I would require of you. If you do that, then I will send depending on the time of day, the appropriate horseman to go with you."
What sort of flower, and is it poisonous to mortals?
Hold on. Gotta go back to the horseman. There we go.
I do also have a question for her. So.
Yeah. There we go. And you see the horseman in the light blue go over a cabinet and takes out a jar full of blue petals, and he also produces a blue petaled rose. And the horseman who's holding the jar says, "It is not. She is running out of these flowers to make tea with, and she very much likes the tea. It is a blue rose called Ocean Song, and you'll find them everywhere around the ruins of the Moor Lady as well."
Are they magical?
She likes the taste of the tea.
Good tea can be magical.
It definitely can be. Quick question. How dangerous are these ruins? Will the three of us be able to handle it?
She takes a long look at you.
I wave.
Actually, I just imagined you taking one of the cat's paws and waving.
Yeah. The two horsemen says, probably.
Probably.
Probably. That's what her
Well,
words,
those I
not
can tell.
ours.
I say rather sarcastically. Over the brooch.
Over the brooch, I'm going to say to Tilda, can you ask her what it would take for us to not have to get her dentures?
Lady Baba Yaga, as I mentioned, we are on a bit of a time crunch. And there are... You see, my friend here, and I kind of incline my head to Zaitari.
Yes, and I'll do a curtsy in response to, you know, a bit of a dramatic flourish.
Okay.
Is dying.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll point to my throat.
Through some sort of curse from Sanestra. We are...
Zaitari, roll a charisma saving throw.
Oh, fuck.
Jesus. Well, at least I'm good at those.
Come on, girl.
Yeah!
You see Baba Yaga squint at you?
Yeah.
And just kind of, like, stroke her chin.
Do I know she tried to cast something on me?
Or...
Not so much cast. She was trying to gauge something from you.
Okay.
Well, we would love to reunite you with your dentures. We wonder if we can take the amount of time that it would take to fly to the ruins, get them, come back, and then go to see Sanestra. We worry that she is plotting something and planning to do it quickly. We were wondering what it would take for us to get Kosche and one of your riders without having to find your dentures.
Tilda,
Yes?
as you have been explaining all of this, she looks like she's getting sleepy.
Fair enough. Tilda is rather long-winded sometimes.
And then she, like, jolts awake, like, the horseman says, the dentures are the absolute must.
Very well.
Now? And she makes a motion, now go.
Yep.
Go.
I suppose we should get going then. Sorry, Zaitari. I say over the brooch.
I say over the brooch, bitch.
Me? Rude.
You know I mean to her.
I disentangle myself from the cats and get up off the floor and follow Zaitari and Tilda out.
And she waves. Close
Yes,
door.
I'll wave with
Goodbye.
You know, as courteous and as perfectly as she can. You know, that perfectly strained. Oh yes, see you later, dear.
Over the brooch.
You're
Don't
the
say thank you.
wonderful-
Don't say thank you. Don't say
Oh
thank
no,
you.
no, I didn't plan on it.
We appreciate your time, Madam
Yes.
Baba Yaga.
We'll be sure to return.
Alright. Back to...
Could have been worse.
Could have been worse.
I wish we had found
Could've
out
been better.
what they argued about. The dentures.
Oh,
and
the
Baba
dentures.
Yaga.
The dentures wanted to go get artifact from the ruins and Baba Yaga didn't?
Oh,
That's
is that
what
what
I
it was?
get. Yeah, that's what I gathered.
Okay. Great. Thank you both. I missed that.
All right. So back after you patiently wait for the druid to cast scry, the druid will motion to the Bear King to lower his head, and he whispers something. Okay. Well, you do speak true. Relkath is back. He's a little different, which, given what has happened over these many years, I shouldn't be surprised about anymore.
It's like, oh, he's a dragon now? Okay.
All right. How do you propose I could help you with Queen Bitchface?
Honestly, this is as far as I got. Rain, you wanna help me out here?
I mean, I'm very good at hitting things, or
That's the main thing that we would love, help with is, just smacking shit about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, you are perhaps you and some of your finest warriors, the like, all the help we can get. We prefer to put her in the ground. The farther under, the better.
So, you would put her into the ground, and you hope that I could help you put her into the ground via not having you individuals being overrun by the many, many forces she has at her disposal.
Yes, we are, but a party of 6 on our own. This is. We are also team hit things hard. It's not our alley, so to speak.
I'm very good at hitting things. I flex.
I'll tell you what. I could usually judge the type of people. I judge people by the way they fight.
Yep.
So, why not we go to the combat arena and have the three of you go against me? And he grins.
3v1. He's confident.
I'm a bit more of a pacifist, personally. I'm here to provide emotional and moral support to these folks.
I'm
I'm also very old.
He is very old.
You see old Honey Paws looks thoughtful. What does this word pacifist mean?
I'm a lover, not a fighter. I'm a healer. I'm there to take care of the wounds after the fighting's done.
You gotta be real careful about how you phrase things in the Feywild.
Oh, yeah. A lover, you say? Well...
At best, I've got another 10 years, so if I go out early, who cares?
Well, it won't be a fight to the death. You still have to do what you need to do. I'll make sure I don't strike too many vital organs.
Very kind of you. What? I'm a cowboy now? I'm leaning on my hand.
I didn't get country, so.
We'll also make sure not to hurt you too badly.
I like you.
What are the parameters?
All weapons, all magic. Only me versus you.
Interesting.
I don't see how Ronnie is supposed to be helpful. Well, then again, isn't Ronnie super duper low on spell slots anyways?
I don't have a whole ton left. Couple first, a second, my thirds, and that's more or less it. But
That's
I
good
have
enough to
all
bring somebody back from death.
all my channel divinities and stuff, so.
And Ronnie can always just turtle shell.
I can. AC 28.
Mm-hmm.
Off
Jesus.
something and just turtle it up. I
So
don't know
wish
what you
had
got for
compelled
buff.
because I could just compel duel and hide in my shell and be the ultimate decoy.
Compel duel and hide in your shell. Amazing.
The
Yes.
ultimate decoy.
Okay, well, where's the arena?
If you follow me, and he will stand. He is at least. Oh, catch up. He is at least 7.5 feet tall when he's fully standing. And you see his cloak just trail behind him as he leads you next door to the combat arena, where there are several bears already like duking it out amongst themselves. But when they see old Honeypaws and then when they see you, they're like, oh, better clear the area. They move like the broken tables and the crates and just like make sure there's enough room for all of you. Let's see, and then I am gonna move you. Catch up, stop this. Over here. So you may put yourselves anywhere in front of him. You have a full audience today.
Is he really just a medium-sized creature?
He appears to be a medium-sized creature.
Huh.
After the first round, however.
He smacks his hands together, activates the Titan Stone Knuckle. I mean, what? His name's not Grog.
Wait, I'm not at full hit points?
I think it's because you weren't here last time. We all took a short rest.
Yeah, you guys
so
took
you
a
can
short rest so
definitely-
you can, like, regain your hit points.
Okay, I was gonna say, I thought I was full health. Can't do it.
Well, I think we probably all were after we short rested after the dragon fight, but then we fought statues and took more damage, and that's what prompted the short rest last session.
Okay.
Alright. And he will take up his hammer in one paw. And, you know, all the werebears and some of the bears and some of the people in the hall start chanting, fight, 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 fight! I would like everybody, you get 3 to roll initiative.
So yeah, line up on the line, go over to Melanie, Link, and go invisible before this whole thing starts.
And then that is...
Where did I? Oh, I've got initiative. Oh.
Alright. Rain, you are up first.
Alright, so I'm just gonna... Funny, please, no. I didn't get these in. That does not work. Actually
Does
gonna
he
go
have
up.
their actions?
Where do you think you are?
Nice.
Early reactions are all just mugs of ale.
The
that's
bears
not
just
one of
throw
them, I
like
will
pints
be.
of meat at you while you guys are fighting.
Yeah, if that's not one of them, I will be disappointed.
Since we're not since I'm not fighting the Bear King, do you care if I look up his stat block?
Oh, go
'Cause I'm
ahead.
curious.
Damn me. No. Sorry, I closed my sheet.
It's okay.
It's like,
How
ooh, look at
dare
all these
you?
vulnerabilities
Now it takes
now.
like 10 more minutes for you to cast
Yeah.
dagger.
Alright, there we go. There's the Moonlit King. Bear King.
Wow.
Ooh.
Oh,
see-
he has a mistletoe crown.
Wow, that's solidly mediocre damage.
Okay. He is Fey. So that is going to be 20, 46. Alright, and that makes you come out of invisibility, right?
I am invisible now.
Okay.
There you go.
Alright.
Yep.
You are indeed visible.
Yes.
Yeah. Alright, so on lair action 20, there are 8 bees. 8 giant-sized bees that swarm around him.
Fuck, that's not cool.
So, hold on. I copy a couple bees. Yep. Bees. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Interesting.
And they will act immediately. Hi, Ryan. How you doing?
So, when it attacks first and hits me, then my advantage disappears.
And then, so they can act immediately. I need to get the stats for these guys.
They use giant wasp statistics.
Yep. I know that. So fly over to Melanie, because they're bees. Alright, so I got 7 bees on you.
Good
Orpheus,
God.
stop it. Oh my god, let go. Let go. He's got my ponytail in a vice grip. Release it. I haven't had a
Yeah, have
kid
fun.
in years. I forgot. I forgot everything.
Rain, you, the Orpheus.
Hey, is it a cat?
Orpheus. The cat.
Yeah. The cat.
It's
Um,
the new baby.
My
Rain,
baby.
Rain, you have the displacer cloak, right?
Correct.
Alright,
So I
so,
get hit. Disadvantage.
alright, so that won't hit. That won't hit. That won't hit. That might hit, 18?
Reroll that one more time.
Yep.
I'm gonna spend
That won't hit. I need more d20s. So that
just
was
what every rogue wants to hear.
4.
Yep.
That won't hit. So that's
This
5.
definitely won't kill me.
6. 7. Alright, so they try stinging you, but you're just like ducking and weaving. Melanie.
Just
Yeah,
backflipping it into infinity.
Disadvantage on me too.
Yeah, they didn't hit. There's no way that hit. Okay, so that is the end of the bee's turn.
Actually, I like to imagine it as Rain is like Fox in Melee and just darting around the stage and dodging everything.
Just dodge.
Hiya!
Okay. So the Bear King's gonna look at you, Rain, and he is gonna look at all the combatants, and he is from him. Oh yeah, he can get everyone.
Just smile back at him. Rain could have gotten away. She chose not to.
He's gonna roar. I need Ronnie, Melanie, and Rain to make a wisdom saving throw.
This could have been a poor choice.
Gonna reroll that.
Okay.
Give me a second to get my hand back.
Fuck!
Okay.
Oh, stop it.
If I have 2 charge of Indomitable, I can't use them both. Why can't
Okay.
I?
You can do 2
You know
later.
what?
No, that's his action is to roar.
I thought his
I'm gonna
initiative
try.
was
I'm gonna
12.
spend my last luck point.
His
because we have an
initiative
envelope.
is 12.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
legendary action.
So I'll go with the 13.
Okay. So Rain and Melanie see these rows of sharp teeth. You are frightened. Just so you know, for 1 minute, and you can repeat the saving throw at the end. And now it's Melanie's turn.
All right. Hold on.
And as
Not
frightened,
frightened.
as frightened, a
Frightened.
creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within line of sight. The creature cannot willingly move to the source of its fear.
Okay, that's problematic for me, but I got it. Alright, that's fine. Is Rain frightened?
Yes. I mean, yeah, you are both frightened.
Okay.
Ronnie's the only one that's not scared of Papa Bear Roar.
It's because Ronnie's just a little confused, so he doesn't really fully understand the danger.
And the potion of heroism is like blessed, right? It doesn't take away fear.
No, it doesn't.
Okay. I am going to poke the bee.
Okay.
Poke that bee. Poke that bee.
Do I successfully poke the bee?
You successfully poked the bee.
Okay. Oh, do I have disadvantage on that?
No. It's
Only against the source of my fear.
I thought it was one of the sources of your fear was in your line of sight.
Within your line of sight. So if
So-
I guess if you turn your head.
It just takes my crit to an 18, so it's fine. And then I'm gonna. Is it still up? After 12 damage.
It is still up.
How hurt does it look?
It looks very hurt. It's like it's hanging by a wing. It's on the ground.
You basically almost killed it. It's just like screaming up at you.
22 to hit.
Yeah, you killed the bee.
All right, and then I'm gonna use my commander strike. With like Rain, stabby stab.
Disadvantage.
Rain's like, who the hell was that? That doesn't sound like Melanie.
Yeah, you look here. Oh.
Go right back at him again. It's not gonna crit. This won't sneak attack though. Unfortunately.
Yeah, I was hoping that I would be able to Thunder Leap behind him, but I can't get closer to him. So.
Hey, that's much better damage.
Yeah. 11 plus the 16. So. Assuming it's one hits.
Yes, it will hit.
I mean, 26 damage for 27 damage for random off-turn poke isn't bad. Oh, add a superiority to that. 3.
Alright, he's looking kind of hurt.
The Bear King?
Yeah. You did a
Huh.
lot of damage in the first round.
Alright. Cool. I would like to make that savey majig.
Okay.
And yeah. Oh dear lord.
You are still frightened. He's a very imposing bear person.
I'm gonna use my last indomitable if that's alright.
Okay. You make it.
Alright.
Nice.
Finally.
Now you can move.
But it's
that
the
was
end of
my
your turn.
I
Oh
can't
yeah,
move
that's
now.
right. It's at the end of your turn, duh.
Alright.
You can move next turn.
You can move
Yeah.
next turn. The Bear King is going to... He's going to bring up his maul.
Just think I'm only the second best fighter here. Just go at him.
Alright, so... Does a 20 hit your armor class? I did roll at disadvantage.
Yep.
Okay. So... The first...
You're not gonna force a reroll?
We haven't long rested in forever.
Alright, so the first hit is 11 points of bludgeoning damage. This is just a regular roll against you now, right?
Yep.
Alright. And 22 to hit.
Yep.
Alright, so the second hit is 11 points of bludgeoning damage. And I would like you to roll a strength saving throw, please.
Oh, this is where things get fun.
Just yeets her
Does
across the
frightening
room.
affect any saving throw?
Yeet the cat. Yeet the cat.
Hey,
All
they're an
right, you
average.
fall prone onto the ground.
Oh shit. You're dying to fucking bees. Do you have
Well,
an
she
EpiPen in
goes
your
before the
bag?
bees, so
That's true.
Um,
because they didn't get an initiative, so I'm assuming.
I think they go on 20.
they do go on 20.
Because I think they are the lair.
Um,
The layer's made of bees.
That's terrible.
does he want to move? He doesn't know if she's not frightened. Okay, he's gonna stay where he is right now. Ronnie.
Alright, for my action, I will toll the dead the Bear King.
Okay.
Wisdom saving throw.
All right. He doesn't make it.
Nice.
17 points necrotic damage.
All right.
Nice.
I kind of feel
And
bad.
I will use my embodiment of the law to bonus action cast command at a first level. And I'll tell him to grovel.
Okay.
So wisdom
Nice.
saving throw.
All right. He
Get
makes
on your knees, bitch.
He makes it.
He's gonna use legendary resistance. The Bear King doesn't grovel for anyone.
Ronnie just shrugs like, hey, I tried. Now I'm gonna go over here.
I feel like your command should have been nap. Because bears love to nap.
Bears do love to.
They
nap.
do love to nap.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right.
Disadvantage on that save.
All right. So after Ronnie's turn, he's gonna take another swipe, maul attack at you, Rain. This time with advantage.
Leave them there.
Yep, that hits.
That's always a
Extra
good sign.
prone now?
That is going to be 13 points of bludgeoning damage. Now it's your turn.
13, you said, right?
Yes, 13.
Does
I'm gonna
does
stand
your
up.
cloak recharge at the beginning of your turn?
Yeah, it's back. And
Nice.
I am going to hold my action to attack till either Melanie comes in range or the Bear King tries to leave. So yeah, stand up and hold my action to attack.
All right. So the bees are going to try to get you, but before that happens, I need
Oh
a
yeah, fear.
yeah, I need a token. So I'm just gonna use this bee for token reasons. So I need.
The whole area fills with honey. Roll to swim in sticky.
All right. So
God, that would be horrendous.
It would.
no, actually, no. I don't. I want to do this. I want to do
Oh, no.
this.
I'm going to summon 8 more bees.
Oh my god, that'd be hilarious. And then like there's nothing
Melanie.
on the map except for bees.
No.
Yes.
Rain.
Oh,
I want you to
Mhm.
use. I want you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
that's not
Oh
great.
god. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
You turn into a bear.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice. Is she still in control of herself?
For now.
Like,
For-
are we talking like polymorph or like mind control plus bear or some weird
So,
shit?
Bit of this, bit of that.
bit of this, bit of that.
Yeah, for now.
All right, so you are now a bear.
I'm the scrawniest bear.
It's just an incredibly skinny bear.
And
But I'm scrappy.
yes, you are now a bear. Just you are now a bear. It's polymorph. Well, I'll get the bear stats up. And that is and the bees are gonna go over to. Like, some of them will go over to Melanie. The dead friend can go away now. And some of them will go to Ronnie. Because turtles and turtles and bees get along. Turtles and bees get along.
I don't think bees have much
I
of an
don't think
opinion
they
on
notice
turtles.
each other. Yeah. They don't typically coexist in the same place.
All right.
Bees don't want to go in water.
Do they, Melanie, do they, well, it would cancel. Well, the first two would. Melanie, do they have, disadvantage towards you?
Yeah.
Okay, so 2 of them would have disadvantage, the other 2 would have advantage, so that cancels out. Oh wow. 20 is one of them, but I don't think that hits your armor class.
It does not.
Alright, so the other ones were regular. That's a 1. That's a 12. For Ronnie, 4. Crit, 4. Wow. These bees, they ain't doing much. Alright, so the one that crit is going to do 12 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And we'll do an additional, so 9, so 18 points of poison damage.
Okay.
And I would like you to make a, doesn't say the DC save. I gotta look it up. Make a, I think it's gonna be con, but wasp 5.
If it's versus poison, it usually is.
Yeah, because that's a swarm of wasps, giant wasp. Yeah, make a Constitution saving throw.
7.
All right, you are poisoned.
Oh, cool. That's fine. I don't make attack rolls anyways.
No, wait, that was to take half damage, but you don't do it. Okay,
So I
sorry.
take the full 18.
Yeah, you should take the full 18.
Yeah.
All right.
That's fine.
All right. Melanie, you are surrounded by bees.
Cool. So I am going to look at the bees, laugh like like the most ridiculous, horrible laugh, and then I'm going to like just superhero jump behind the fucking Bear King.
Okay.
Do I have advantage because of rain? Because she's all buried, Barry McBear Bear. Do I not get the flanking?
I mean, is she still an ally at this point?
She.
My attack would go off, I think, if it's held. So I'm mauling into him as this is going on, I think.
You have the book open, Zaitari.
Oh
Melanie.
no, I don't have the book open now, but
Oh.
I did read that.
Yeah,
she would still be an ally at this point, from what I read. Because
All
I
right.
did read that whole
She has
thing
to make
because
a
I saw
yeah.
you transform somebody into a bear. I'm like, what?
So am I a black bear or a brown bear? Or
You are a brown bear.
You're a brown bear.
I figured I found at least a brown bear.
Okay, so I'll say she counts as an ally.
All right.
Yeah, she's still an ally right now, but that might change on her turn.
Yes.
So her held attack will trigger.
Yep. So you are a bear. So your attack is a +5. You could use the claw or the bite. Claw's 2d6. Bite is 1d8.
Actually, I do one of each. Because it's a health attack, not a reaction. Well, it's a reaction, but it's a health attack. Because the brown bear's got multi-attack.
Yeah, they have
They
the
do
claw
have
and the bite.
multi-attack.
So yes.
No sneak attack though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no sneak. You can't really.
I
Nope.
assume a 13 doesn't count.
It will not connect. And that will not
You
connect.
can't
Oh, wait, I have
Small people?
advantage, so that one doesn't work.
Okay. I am going to. Oh.
Hey.
Because I have advantage because she's there.
Okay. That's probably the claw. So 2d6 plus 4.
Get him, Trinket.
Okay. 11 points.
Arr.
I am going to attack him.
Okay.
Womp. And then I'm gonna trip him.
Okay. This is plus strength. Yeah, that's not gonna do it.
That's fine. It still does
20.
9 plus 6 plus 5 damage. I'm
Definitely
gonna hit him
advantage.
again.
That will not connect.
Don't
Okay.
forget, you have advantage.
Oh yeah, you do have
Oh.
advantage. Just roll it again. Yeah,
25.
that will connect. So I'll take 12.
Okay.
Might as well see if the first one was a crit.
Nope.
Nope.
Okay. All right. Third hit. Womp.
Yes, that will hit.
Action surge.
He's actually down.
Oh.
So the bees
Yay.
disappear.
Oh. Then I don't action surge.
He is down, and there are like several like people like racing like, and there
I
are
stand
several
with my
druids.
bare paws.
You are no longer a bear.
I want to be a bear.
So you're just down on all fours.
Yep, that's what happens. It takes a while.
I would like to reach down and like help him up.
All right, he'll get up.
Ronnie
That's-
looks around like he's lost in a grocery store parking lot.
That was the best description I've ever heard.
Where did the bees go?
Where-
As you're helping him up, he's going to like motion to one of the menu werebears around you guys, and like they will shove like giant pints of mead into your hands. And you're like,
Drink.
and he'll grab one too, and he starts chugging.
Shot.
Pretty much.
Context.
Was that to your liking?
That was great. I hadn't had a fight like that in ages. You have to
Well.
stay for a little while and have something to eat. And then we'll talk about when we have to do this. He
For a little while. Go.
Well, we are on a bit of a timeline, which I know is lame, but we can definitely, take a what I would call a short rest in
Zaitari's gonna die. Cool.
in your lovely halls. We could talk about, what we're planning, and get all that sorted while we enjoy some of the mead.
Okay, he's gonna like throw a large bear paw around your shoulder. Come on, let's go. Ow, that hurt.
Yeah, I know. I hit kind of hard. I hope just kind of get a little into it sometimes.
Ronnie, there is a dire bear that offers you a ride if you don't want to walk.
What was that?
There's a dire bear that offers you a ride if you don't want to walk.
I'll walk. I'll go my own way, my own pace.
Okay. Alright, back at Baba Yaga's. You guys are...
Hopefully we're not still at Baba Yaga.
No, well, you're walking towards the...
We're going back and forth in time here.
Yeah. During, probably a little after the battle, you guys are headed to the ruins of the Moor Lady. Okay. And it's a pleasant walk. It's not too murky. And the horsemen did give you adequate directions. I would like adequate. I would like one of you who wishes to roll a survival check.
Not it.
I'm gonna clasp. I'm gonna reach up as high as I can with my arms, which is probably actually overstating it, but maybe it's not. I'm not sure. I can't really picture the height difference with Zaitari. And clasp onto Bittersweet's shoulders and kind of give them give them a little bit of a back rub, with my thumbs and fingers and stuff, rub the shoulders. Say, Bittersweet, we need to get to these ruins and fast. And I know you're a great tracker. And you can do this. I believe in you. And you're gonna get a point of inspiration.
Well, gosh, now I feel like I'm going to be bound to mess it up. I'll give it a shot.
Oh,
Alright.
You
no,
get
I'm
a
sure you'll
D10.
do lovely.
25. What's your inspiration?
D10. Nice.
Yeah, you're like,
25 plus 8
oh
is-
yeah, they mentioned
33.
that tree, that rock, that patch of moss, that thing, sun's over
See,
there.
Bittersweet, I knew it. I knew you got it. You're perfect. 2 thumbs
Honestly, swamps are a lot more similar to mountains than I was expecting.
up. They're just wet. Wet rocks.
Yeah, basically just a wet mountain.
Yes, I've heard such things.
A
So-
wet
so-
mountain that's lower
So
than mountain.
so instead of taking like 3 hours, it takes like 2.
So Baba Yaga was nice.
Did you like her cats?
Yes, let's hope she continues to stay nice.
I did like her cats. But she also seemed far more agreeable than I was expecting.
Same. I'm really, like Tilda said, I'm really hoping that she stays that way. Maybe seeing the teeth will keep her in an agreeable mood? We'll find out.
Do you think the teeth have little legs?
I don't
Only
know.
one
I
way
think
to
it just.
find out, darling.
I imagine that it just kind of hovers slightly off the ground.
Oh, that's
Or it just
unsettling.
hops around.
Alright. So you guys head towards the ruins. The ruins sits hold on. The ruins sit in they're pretty easy to spot. They are more of a circle of rocks at this point than ruins. I'd like anybody who's interested in the ruins. I mean, it looks like there was once a castle. There's maybe a wall or two, and then there's like nothing. Anybody who's interested in the ruins can roll investigation or history. Actually, history would be more appropriate.
I'll do that history. I mean, they're the same for me, so.
All right.
Out of fun.
All right.
So there sure is some ruins.
So you're looking around the ruins, looking at the etchings. It
Sure is
appears
old.
to Zaitari, it appears that the castle sits upon the ruins of another one. Tilda, it also appears that this castle was built upon the ruins of another one that was built upon the ruins of another one.
Nice.
Looking at the stonework.
Yep.
You're able to gather from what little there is left that these ruins once belonged to a lord whose son was to be wed to a lady of a nearby kingdom who had large tracts of land. The wedding ended
She
in
got
a...
10 cities.
I'm like, what? That's super specific.
The wedding...
Except it's not.
The wedding ended in a massacre.
Well,
And
that's more specific.
and because of this, the area was considered cursed and fell into ruin.
Okay, Monty Python on the Holy Grail.
I'm glad somebody got it.
Huge tracts of land.
Yeah, I mean, all it took was the huge tracts of land. So.
I thought I laid it on a little too thick. So you guys roll perception checks as you're
Oh,
approaching the
okay.
ruins.
Honestly, my passive is better.
Same.
Say, no. Save us with that 16, girl.
All right, Tilda. It's pretty easy to see this because they're not making any attempts at being hidden.
Hiding.
Yeah.
They're just a chattering set of metal teeth.
She does see a chattering set of iron teeth, just
Nice.
just flying back and forth,
Flying!
as if it were pacing.
Right. Okay.
Hasn't seemed to notice any of you.
Do we also see the pretty flowers around?
Yes. There are bushes of them nearby. They're blue roses, and they're the only blue roses within.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll pick a whole bunch and then go talk
Yep.
to the teeth.
We gotta go. We gotta pick a whole bunch for Tennessee Williams.
Yeah, and I'm gonna actually try to gather some clippings so that we could grow them back up the garden for rain.
Okay. Sounds good. Roll a nature check.
Great.
Whoever's doing the clipping.
I think we all are.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
3 nature checks.
Sure.
Jesus.
You get pricked for 5 points of piercing damage.
5.
That's a sharp flower.
That's a very sharp flower. Bittersweet's fine. And Tilda's fine.
I look at the plants and say, bitch. Stinging me with your thorns. I'm the beautiful one here. Whatever. Fine, I just won't pick you.
Can I make
Tilda,
a,
you say, I'm the beautiful one here. Tilda glances over at you, like with an arched eyebrow.
can I make a flower crown?
Yes.
Thank
You may make a flower crown with the check you got.
I'm gonna walk over to Bittersweet.
I was.
Bittersweet,
Can
Sorry,
sorry, I just wanted to do a real quick thing. Can I take one of the flowers and just kind of stick it in my hair? Like, you know, take the thorns off and
Yeah, you can
stick it behind my ear.
Yeah, you can easily like, you know, shave the thorns off and put it behind your ear. It's no problem, especially with 24.
It matches my arcane focus. I'm excited.
Great. What's up, Zaitari?
These plants apparently don't like me. So, can you take a few clippings, or cuttings, however you want to call it, so that we can grow them back in our garden?
Oh, sure. And I'm gonna go and get basically gonna see if I can pull up some of the plants by the roots,
Mhm.
and then get some like moss, like some sphagnum or something
Yeah.
that I can keep damp.
Yep.
So I can keep it preserved for a bit.
Jesus. Take some clippings so we can have it in the garden. Sure. Rips up a whole bush.
We
Well,
can try to fit it in the bag of holding.
Well, a clipping isn't gonna propagate as well.
It's not.
You
yeah.
I'm just teasing you.
Bittersweet knows plants.
Yes. Okay. Cool. So yeah, you can do that. I mean, they're
What are the roses called?
ocean song
Ocean song.
because of the color, not because of their location.
Yeah.
Hey, Violet.
Oh, yeah. How can I help?
Do you happen to know anything about these flowers?
Let me see. Unfortunately, I don't. They only look like normal blue roses to me.
Okay. Thank you.
If you can get a tiny petal, maybe I can take a look at it later. Like, study it a little more. Maybe I'll get you some answers then.
I'll pluck off a petal and just sort of like put it up in the headdress.
Alright, you hold it near the headdress. Violet will take a little bit of it. Thank you!
I mean, you're literally wearing a flower crown of the stuff. You couldn't have Violet couldn't have just grabbed one?
Oh, I'm not wearing the flower crown. I've just made one.
Oh. Okay, well then never mind. My misunderstanding.
It's very fragrant, more so than regular roses, for sure. We'll see.
Does it smell nice?
Oh, they smell real nice.
Yay.
I put a petal on my tongue.
And I don't know what you were expecting, but quite floral to the taste buds. There is a hint of cardamom. That's weird. And
floral.
Yes.
It's like floral chai.
Yep.
Floral citrus. Cardamom is citrusy, isn't it? No.
It's citrusy and a bit floral.
Yeah.
I love cardamom, so.
Okay. I spit the
Okay.
petal out, and tastes good. Probably would make a good tea.
Might make a nice perfume as well.
Well, hopefully when we get it back to the keep, we can make a shit ton. And figure out what to do with them.
Are the dentures still over there pacing?
Yeah, and if you get a little closer, they are murmuring to themselves.
It's like a video game where, you know, you avoid the main quest to do
Yep, we're just doing all the side
and
shit.
the main quest guy is still
It's just
over
waiting.
there.
Yep.
Yep.
It's just... What?
Excuse us.
Oh. Beg
Sir,
pardon?
Madam Iron Teeth of Baba Yaga?
They works. Oh, pardon. I didn't see you there. I was too concerned. How can I help you? Can I help you? Do you need anything
We were instructed to help you?
to help me? And you like, there's like a groan. Does she want me back?
Yes.
As a matter of fact, yes.
But I'm busy.
Yes, and we're here to help you so that you aren't going to be busy.
Wait,
So that-
you're not gonna force me to go back? Like without. And like, if teeth could have an expression, this one's just like floating a little higher now. Oh, that's
I
grand.
mean, if there's any way we could convince you to come back with us without having to do whatever it is that you're on this quest for, that would be fantastic.
You're polite.
Listen, I'm on a death timetable, and I want to not die, so excuse me for being forward.
That's fine. I'm actually
I think
Look-
they were more impressed that we were.
yes. I didn't mean
Being
that as a
nice.
sarcastic. I'm sorry. I can't it's hard to convey emotions when you're a set of iron teeth.
No, it's quite fine.
It's understandable.
I misunderstood. I'm also, as I said, on a death timetable, so you'll have to excuse me if I'm testy.
No, understandable. Death usually with mortals and whatnot, they get very upset. Anyways, I'm sorry. So yes, if you can help me. So that crone doesn't understand what potentially these ruins could have, but I
Okay.
have.
All right, and what's inside of them that we need to get so that you'll go back?
Bashid's coin. I'll put the name.
Whose coin?
I have to make sure that I'm spelling this right.
I'm just gonna, since I have my sheet open, I'm just gonna hit that Arcana check right now.
Yep.
Might as well.
Ah, sorry, Kevin.
Bashaba is a minor goddess. Probably the closest entity you can think of her as is the counterpart to Avandra. She was
okay.
split from another goddess, a goddess named Tyke, who split into Timora and Bashaba. Timora got the good parts.
Good luck.
Bashaba got, well, she's known as the Doomed Lady.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a pleasant nickname.
But she's very
Yep.
pretty. She got the prettiness. So it's definitely a coin associated with misfortune and bad luck. And definitely a magical item.
Definitely a magical what?
Item.
Okay.
What it does, you'd have to get a hold of it to see.
Right. Or, teeth.
Mm-hmm.
What
Yes.
does this coin do?
And he goes into great detail very quickly, just rattling off facts. It's a black metal coin, and on one side there is a female tiefling's head, and the other side there's a symbol of Bashida. It's a weird cross, circular motion, that kind of thing. So if you flip the coin, it could help you if you say if Baba Yaga casts one of her like a hideous laughter spell, for instance. Instead of not resisting said spell, you could resist that spell, and that's one of its many uses.
Oh. I see.
I want to.
Can I make an insight check to see if the teeth are telling us the truth?
Sure.
Insight those
Insight
teeth.
check the teeth.
Jesus fucking Christ.
The teeth seem to be. You don't know their teeth. But for some reason, the
31.
yeah, the teeth seem truthful.
I mean,
Okay.
there's always tone of voice, you know.
Yeah.
And the teeth are talking in common.
Obviously.
Yes.
All right. Well, shall we go help you so that we can
What's
get back?
keeping you from getting this coin?
So I'm not exactly the most tactful person. So they're in the coin is in a graveyard. It was in the
great.
possession of a person who is buried in said graveyard. And unfortunately, the graveyard is guarded by graveyard guardians. Graveyard guardians, and they start rattling off facts, were loyal dogs who were cremated and mixed in with the stone of the gravestones, therefore becoming these guardians of these mortal the leftovers that mortals leave behind, I believe. So they guard the remains.
Yes, the mortal leftovers.
The remains. I think that's what they're called, the remains. I have been trying.
Just pack it up in a styrofoam box to take it home for later, right?
I've been trying to convince some of the these graveyard guardians who look after the remains that the coins are practically part of the remains or just an item they should be taken. And they barked at me. I did not understand them.
Probably because, no offense, we're probably going to have to kill them.
Well, there is a spell I could use to comprehend what they're saying, presumably.
Communication, I feel, would be key. They're not hostile beings. They just barked a lot at me when I approached the mounds.
Give me a few moments.
Okay.
A few minutes. I will start casting comprehend languages as a ritual.
Okay.
Which will take 10 minutes, I guess.
The iron while you're doing that, the Iron Teeth start complaining about Baba Yaga. How they're always being yelled at, how she doesn't appreciate, the lore that goes into some of the items she finds, how she's always cooped up in that house, how he can't get out enough. It just complains.
The way it's describing these, so these are basically like undead dogs, right?
Let me...
Or something similar. Like undead animals.
Yes.
So... Question. So, I can talk to animals.
Mm-hmm.
Can you
So
talk to undead?
That's the thing, though, do you put undead first, or do you put animal first? Because the fact that they're undead doesn't change the fact that they were animals.
Would you like to talk to the Iron Teeth about this?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would just mention it's just I can talk to beasts and plants. That help?
It technically should. I know they can understand me. For sure, I know that I'm almost 99.5% sure they can understand me. I just have no way of speaking back to them. Hence why the conversation didn't go anywhere. And I tried to get the teeth myself, and they tried barking at me. And I don't know. I couldn't get close to them too. I had to yell at them. Like the ground around them, I couldn't enter.
I wonder why.
I wonder why too. If I had more time, I would study this, but sooner or later, I assumed Baba Yaga was going to come over and try to grab me.
Is that do you think that is a function of the hounds or a function of the graveyard?
I think it's the function of the hounds themselves now. I think it's the aspect of a graveyard guardian, if I had to make an educated guess. Yeah. You were finished with comprehending languages.
Oh, good.
Give me 1 second. Ketchup is hungry.
So just want to say that the Critter Compendium has the stats for a pigeon. And I love it. There is CR0.
Mm-hmm.
I am back.
Yeah, you can throw a stone at them and they'd be kaput.
But it does have 1 more hit point than rabbits.
Really?
Pigeon has 2 and a rabbit has 1.
Interesting. I would not have expected that.
A pigeon also has an AC of 11, while a rabbit has an AC of 12, which I think is wrong.
Well,
Have you ever tried to hit a pigeon?
They're wily.
Yeah.
I haven't ever tried to hit a pigeon, because A, I am scared of pigeons, and B, I don't want to be a bad person and hit the pigeon.
I'd agree with the pigeon having 2 hit points, though. That feels right.
What? You're scared of pigeons?
I am not fond of any birds in general.
That's fair, though.
Okay, not pigeons specifically, but birds in general.
Pigeons are definitely one of those ones that I'm like, because they weird me out because they're not afraid of people. They've been so, around people so much that they just like
Don't give a fuck.
they don't give a
Yeah.
fuck. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's
We don't-
like I'm always kind of like,
We don't have pigeons up here, but we have a bunch of a variety of corvids / blackbirds who have the fearlessness of a pigeon.
Hmm.
So you have all these like house cat sized birds
Jesus.
who will just go up to people and be like, "Hey, give me your lunch money."
Bitch.
They literally want that because it's shiny.
Yeah,
They're
honestly, the idea of like crows and ravens and jays and things like that have no fear of people, that frightens me more because pigeons are just
They
like
don't come up here.
pigeons are just really like.
They're just-
Hey, what are you doing? Hey, what are you doing?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna bob around down here and just it's a French fry. That's cool. I'm just gonna go ahead and take that. Thank you.
I don't know.
And then-
They have a look about them that to me is just like I may look pretty, but I'm gonna give you such a disease, or something like that. And it's like, or
I like.
no,
their
I'm
dumb
not going to let you
proportions.
onto this subway.
Because pigeons have
Just
such
let me-
tiny heads and such fat butts, and I like that proportion.
Here's a fun fact for you. Pet pigeons, like tame pigeons, you can train them. They're so good at recognizing patterns that I
Yeah.
was reading a study about someone who trained their pigeon to essentially to read ingredient lists to detect gluten.
Yeah. I've heard people
Interesting.
doing that with doves and stuff too, because doves and pigeons are practically the same bird.
Yeah, a
Ow.
pigeon and a dove are just the exact. A
just
pigeon
different
is the
coloring.
exact same. Yeah, it's the exact same thing as a rock dove.
Yeah.
But they're so good at recognizing patterns. It's like they can't read the ingredients, but they can memorize the pattern of the individual like ink
Yeah.
of the letters. And this person had trained the pigeon to just wing slap anything that had
smart.
gluten in it.
They're very smart. It just takes some work to develop that intelligence.
See, They're wily.
Pigeons also the reason why, like, you're driving and they're in the middle of the road and you're like, come on, asshole, get out of the middle of the road or I'm gonna hit you, and they wait until, like, the last second, is because to them, basically, the world is in slow motion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They see at a much higher, like, frames per second
Huh.
than humans do.
It explains the soulless look in their eyes.
Mm.
Scientists have actually done studies where they showed pigeons movies, and they determined that a movie for a pigeon is more akin to, like, a slideshow. Pigeons are cool. They're a noble animal.
I still don't like them. I'm not gonna kick one or hit one, but they just kind of creep me out. Like I said, though, that's
Yeah.
birds in general. So I don't fuck with
Fair,
owls
fair.
either.
Owls will fuck right back with you. That's why you
Yo,
don't
exactly.
fuck with owls.
And also, they look creepy. They spin their heads all around, and that unsettles me. And then they just go, whoo. And they're like, I don't know.
God damn it! I've been talking to you guys this whole time on mute.
Oh no!
I thought you
was
fell asleep.
participating in the conversation, and I was like, "Wow, I don't feel very like seen right now." And
Oh no!
now I know why. But I was
Because we weren't seeing you.
in response to the owls. Okay, have you seen The Secret of Nim?
Yeah.
That's
A
the scariest
long
goddamn
time
owl in the
ago.
whole world. Like, that frightened me to death when I was a kid. I was just like, oh my god, owls are so scary.
I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
know style. I can't.
The
It's
whole
so
series
delightfully creepy.
the whole series of scenes where it showed the rats getting tested on scarred me for life.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That was
What do you
pretty
do
pretty
again,
horrible.
Darren?
Yeah. I'm not happy about it. Like, some of the shit we do is terrible. A lot of the shit we do is terrible.
Aw.
Anyway. So, yeah, teeth, dogs.
Disclaimer, I am not equating what Dara does for a living to this thing that's happened in the Secret of Nim, because that whole thing was about unethical animal testing. And I don't think that Dara would work in a place that does, like, unethical animal testing.
No, we're
It's just-
regulated.
Yeah. So there.
Okay.
So yeah,
It's
teeth,
been a while
dogs, graveyard guardians, comprehend languages.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Speaking to undead doggos now.
Yes.
Alright, well, let's go see if we can hear what the dogs want to say.
Okay. So you guys roll up to the graveyard. It's a short distance away, and lo and behold, you see one of them doggos. It looks like this. Hold on.
Oh dear.
It's not that big.
It's a spirit doggo.
Yep.
Beautiful.
And there's probably from what you can see, like 3 of them around. Like, one's over there, one's hanging out by the bushes over there, one's sleeping in front of the mausoleum, like curled up. And this one in the middle, it's kind of just sniffing on the ground and looks up. Notices you guys. Does that thing where the dog cocks his head to the side, one ear goes up.
Oh. That's adorable.
Hello.
Tilda waves.
Cautiously trots up. The other 2 are like looking up from their positions, but doesn't make any move. And this one just stops like about 15 feet in front of you and just looks at you. Like,
You can tell these are smart dogs because they don't immediately come running and like try to jump on all of us. They're like, oh no, these might be strangers and like terrible people.
oh, they
We
have
should be cautious.
they definitely have an intelligent look about them.
Mm.
And the teeth. Where are you leaving the teeth?
I thought the teeth were coming with us, to be honest.
Okay, the teeth is like trailing behind you, trying not to be seen by the doggos.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at Bittersweet and Tilda and say, both of you, I know are going to be able to talk to these dogs super well and handle any situation they're gonna throw at you. Both of you are the best and super awesome. And I'm gonna give both of you a bardic inspiration for the next 10 minutes.
Actually, the teeth are when you get about 60 feet within the dogs. The teeth is floating around, and then it looks like it hits like a wall, and
Sorry.
and falls to the ground, and like kind of shakes itself. It's like, God damn it!
Oh, we can hear it?
Yeah, I mean that you hear the teeth say, "God damn it!"
Oh, the teeth. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
like can't get close. The teeth say.
Excuse me, noble guardians of this resting place. May we approach closer?
The dog nods.
Bittersweet will take a couple of steps forward. Right there. And then very clearly, sort of like telegraphing their movements, they say, I'm going to cast a spell that will let me speak to you clearer. And I can understand you just as well.
Okay. Dog
and
nods.
I am going to cast Speak with Animals.
Okay. So you can't speak with animals.
Yeah, not as a ritual. I'm just doing it first level.
Okay.
And then Bittersweet gets down onto their knees and makes themselves, basically trying to make themselves as small as the dog, and bows their head in respect. And says, we have come to ask you for a favor.
What favor?
Lying within one of these graves is an artifact of great power. We need it in order to broker a deal between us and an Archfey. We're attempting to prevent the unlawful ascension of a Fey to godhood.
At this point, you see the other dogs in curiosity trot over, and they stay a respectable distance with within this doggo. I see. What is it within that you require to take?
A coin of great power. Bashaba's coin.
The thing the floating teeth were yelling about earlier?
That would be one and the same. Being guardians of the dead, I would assume that you are familiar with the Raven Queen, yes?
We are. Sometimes part of our job is to guide some of the spirits to the afterlife, actually.
The Archfey that we are making an attempt to defeat is seeking to usurp her power.
That would disrupt the flow of souls going to the afterlife, then, if that were to happen.
And I can assure you that she does not have any care for the afterlife or for the souls therein. The more allies we have, the more chance we have of defeating. And I humbly beg your forgiveness for disturbing these graves, but it is something I feel we must do.
The pack leader looks to the other dogs, and he, barks to them. And you can understand.
Can Tilda understand them too?
Tilda can't. It seems like if there's conversation happening between Tilda and Zaitari and the teeth, they can understand that, but they don't have the ability to actually speak. They speak in barks.
It's just dog noises.
It's dog noises to them.
Borf, borf.
Bork, bork.
Yeah, it's not like they're speaking Druidic or something.
No, they bark, and that's all you hear.
It doesn't count as a spoken language.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm picturing these dogs as being like celestial borzoi.
Oh my god, that is fantastic.
Those are some fancy horses we got here.
Yeah.
One of the dogs goes over to a grave mound and starts patting at the dirt, and he brings it over to you, and he drops it on the ground in front of you, and the pack leader says, "Take what you need. Thank you for being very polite. It's much
What did you
appreciated."
just say? Damn
We're-
it. No, wait, never mind.
We're not.
Yeah, they're
Fey.
not
Tilda.
Fey.
Tilda didn't understand it anyway.
Woof, 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 woof. Bark, bark,
Exactly.
bark. Woof, bark.
Bark, bark.
Bark, bark.
Bork, bork, bork.
Bark, bark, bark. Make sure she doesn't ascend. That would make our lives very difficult. Or our once lives very difficult.
They're afterlives.
Afterlives, yep.
I promise you we will do everything we can.
Mm.
My gratitude
Mm.
for this. And Bittersweet will respectfully, slowly sort through the things that they've just brought up.
There are
coin.
multiple coins, but there is only one dark coin among the bunch.
Mm-hmm.
The description of the item in question that the teeth had described.
Before Bittersweet goes to get the coin, like pick it up, I say, "Oh, hold on a moment, darling," and I pull on some fancy gloves, and I grab it. It's sort of a, I just don't think us
Might be
coming into
cursed.
skin contact with the doomed lady's coin
Oh, that's
is
fair.
such a good idea. So
Yeah, might be cursed.
precisely.
They give this coin to us freely. The only caveat is that we must do our best to prevent Sanestra from ascending.
Well, yes, that's what we were already going to do. So
I know.
all right.
But promises.
Now we just have
help.
more reasons to do it.
You said promise something?
I said promises help. These aren't Fey.
All right. We promise to try our hardest. I'll take that as a good. Teeth. We have your coin.
Can't get any closer. I think it's hollowed ground.
We'll go back. I'll walk back to the teeth.
Bittersweet will gently push back the rest of the remains that they dug up,
All right,
like the little sack,
Nick. One of the
And,
dogs will pick him
yeah.
up.
and bows their head. Says, "Hopefully, we will not be seeing you anytime soon." And then they will stand up and they will follow after Zaitari.
Okay.
I'm gonna try something. This might not work. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm trying to cast Identify on the coin.
Okay.
I am
Let me.
technically touching it, but I'm also not technically touching it.
Okay.
you know,
Let
in the-
me get the coin
I got
description
gloves.
for you. I just had it.
Get gloves in the way, but also,
There we go.
you know.
Okay.
Who else here lives on the West Coast? It's just you, KK, right?
Yeah, but I'm doing this from the Eastern time zone tonight.
Oh shit.
Damn.
Oh, what for?
Family reunion.
Ah,
Ah, okay.
You came all the way to the East Coast, and you didn't think, hey, maybe I should drop in on.
Well, I'm technically on the Eastern time zone. I'm only in Indiana.
I figured as much.
KK, as a lifelong Westerner, can you explain to me why all the fucking spiders are out and they're everywhere? They're fucking everywhere. They're huge. Why? There's so
Spiders
many
are
of them.
friends. As long as they stay over there, then, they're fine,
They're so big. The snails, they're so big, KK.
Sometimes we have a tarantula festival.
That's terrifying.
There's so many of them crossing the road, you can hear them crunching into the car.
It's a rancho festival? Did you say a rancho festival?
No,
Tarantula.
she said tarantula.
Yeah, that's him. So it's a rancho? Yeah?
Fuck. Okay. So there's no curse on it that I can
There's no
identify?
curse you can identify.
Flipped in response to successful. Alright, so as we're flying back, can I ask the teeth, so what is it that you want with this coin, darling?
I want to study it, of course.
Can you study it after we're done?
Well, we've obtained your coin. Now we're to bring you back to Baba Yaga.
And I'll come along. Of course.
Your teeth of your word.
Yes, I am.
And I'm sure you're not evil and gonna use this in any terrible way at all.
Nope.
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 Alright, so you guys go back the same way you came.
Yep.
And you bring the teeth back.
Yep.
And the flowers.
Yep.
Yes.
You knock on the door. This time when you enter the kitchen area, the horseman who was in dark robes, dark clothing, is no longer there. He is replaced by an individual wearing red armor. And what color is his beard?
Red.
Green.
Probably red.
We
They
will
tend to be pretty, monotonous.
Yeah.
Or, sorry, monotone.
Well, one of them had lighter blue and brown.
Yeah, you're right. Orange beard.
It's still monotone.
Yep. Lets you in. If Iron Teeth could drag their selves into a room, this is what the dentures are doing. Baba Yaga turns around, sees the dentures. The dentures morosely fly towards Baba Yaga. She grabs them, puts them into her mouth, kind of opens and closes her mouth a bit. You can hear the metal creaking. And she says, finally! I was getting so... Well, alright, teeth got obtained. Did you get what they were looking for?
Yes.
I hold up the coin.
Really? This? And, her mouth moves without, forcefully move. And she's, yeah, sure, we'll look at it later. Alright, and...
Oh, the flowers.
Yes.
Of course.
Yeah.
We pull out some of the flowers.
Alright. She grabs them. Alright, gotta...
What did you end up doing with that flower crown?
I still have it.
Yeah, but I'm just wondering, did you just put it away?
Yeah, I
Okay.
just have it.
Okay.
Excellent. My tea stash is restored. Alright. So, depending on the time of day, you will get a horseman and you'll get coche. Excellent. Give me a moment.
Why?
Don't question your elders. Tosses you a
Sorry.
tosses
That
you
was more of a rogue
okay.
question.
Tosses you a black crystal and tosses you a prism.
I'll
Say
catch
it's
the
a dark crystal.
Oh, haha.
Sorry. You line it up. I will make the joke.
You gotta knock it out of the park.
When
I
you-
gotta knock it down.
When you're ready to attack, crush those. Koschei and one of the knights will come. One of my horsemen will come.
Okay.
I'll take the black crystal. Tilda will take the prism.
Sure.
I suggest in Koschei's instance, just summon him when some enemies nearby. He knows what to do. We've already talked. Isn't that right? You hear an angry mumble from upstairs.
She's just keeping him in her. She's keeping him in her fucking attic.
I know. You'll get some more room later.
Oh,
I'm
shit.
keeping him in the cupboard.
Yep. I was like, no, she's keeping him in a trunk or something. In a
Hey,
cupboard. Okay.
You think after years of doing this, he'd get used to it by now?
Of course. Yes. Which of these is Koschei? And which of
Koschei's
these
is the black crystal. The prism is one of the horsemen. Depends on the time
Wonderful.
of day.
Yep. I'm keeping that one. I don't want Koschei anywhere near me. Like, fuck that.
It's fine. I'll summon the lich.
Yeah.
It fits in my aesthetic, anyways.
Yeah.
You hear that? You need to be a good boy. And you hear more angry thumping from upstairs.
Yeah.
And she's just laughing this whole time.
We,
Appreciative, I
Very-
know.
yes. Thank you. Shit!
You get that one for free. You
You almost did it. You almost avoided saying it the whole time.
Yeah,
I know.
you've done me a great service today. Now now go get on Peanut. I'll play nice for now. And
Tilda will simply, like, after she said it, like, you can imagine she, like, put her, slapped her hand over her mouth and
Yeah.
was, like, looking horrified.
Yeah.
And then she just kind of, like,
she says,
respectfully inclines her head.
Baba Yaga says, I'll come after your firstborn later.
Please don't.
I'm joking. I joke, right? I always joke.
Insight check.
Sure, you
Yeah,
can inside check
same.
her.
Please.
The two horsemen in the room just were like, ugh.
Oh, decent. I rolled a 10.
Hang on.
She seems like she's joking.
Oh, thank God.
Okay. No fucking shit. Like, I'm not going back to Theo and say, "Don't."
It's like, so we need to have at least 2 children now.
Because the firstborn is definitely gonna be taken by Baba Yaga.
Definitely gonna be Rapunzel.
Yep.
Now, have fun storming the castle. Hope I don't see you soon. Okay? Bye-bye.
Mhm.
Goodbye.
Tilda just has, like, her lips tucked between her teeth, that in that kind of, like, not gonna say nothing anymore, kind of a, and just, we're going.
Alright. So you guys go back on Peanut?
Yeah.
Put the cat down.
I
Okay.
was about to say, how much convincing does it take for us to get Bittersweet out of the house?
Yeah.
Oh, not much convincing. I don't know if any of the cats follow me. But...
No, they're just staying behind. Their tails wagging. Yeah. Bye.
We can
Tails
get
are
more
wagging?
cats. Yeah, like when they're happy, they tend to flick. Like right.
Okay,
Yep.
yes. A flick. I can understand. But it was the image of them wagging. Never mind.
In
guys.
unison.
Oh, that's creepy.
If you'd like Bittersweet, we can get more cats at the keep. We already have the 2 at the tavern, but I don't think we have any official ones for the keep.
All right. Back at the feasting hall. There is so much booze. You could make a swimming pool of it. And the food's pretty good too, actually. I think it might be enhanced by the food. There's lots of honey ham too, you've noticed.
Oh man, that sounds so good. I'm hungry
Is
now.
is
Damn
the
it.
food almost exclusively mead?
Yes. It's made from the honey that the bees make outside.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense.
Ronnie takes a single sip of an offered cup and then declines any further. So
Okay.
he doesn't want to be rude, but he also does not drink.
But they will shove honey glazed carrots, honey ham, anything that could be honey glaze is pretty much available. There's so much honey.
All right, this sounds amazing. I do diplomacy things.
There have been several arm wrestling contests that have been taking place. There have been more pints of mead that's been thrown in the air. There's been a table that's been flipped at some point. There's been 2 tables that have been broken through. Apparently it was one of the bears tombstoned another bear on a table and it cracked. It's been just a lot of revelry that's been going on. But you all are free to leave whenever you need to. Nobody's keeping you here.
Cool, man. See you at the stuff. Have a good one, buddy.
Oh wait.
Can I fist bump the bear?
Sure, you fist bumped him. At this point, he's not
I
in
thought you
his.
said ass bump. I'm like, what's that?
No.
At this point, Honey Paws isn't his hybrid form anymore. He is a bear. He is a large
Full-on
grizzly bear, and he just fist bumps you with his paw.
100% down with a fist bump.
Paw bump.
Paw bump. And he reaches into his pocket and he pulls out a bee figurine made of gold, and he hands it to you. When you need us, we'll be there.
You'll be there.
Yeah.
I finger guns at him.
He
even
finger
though-
guns you back
Yeah.
with his
Oh, God, you're so
paws.
Is there baklava anywhere in this place?
Oh yes.
I am going to ask for a few to take with me.
They give you
And-
2 tins.
Yes.
When we leave, Ronnie's gonna ask Mel, are you okay? We were coming here to, I suppose, make allies, and you put on a bear cape.
Yes. Well, I did that because I feel like they were the type of people who would want to see a show of strength, and I felt that was one of the best ways to do so, was to show a show of, strength in saying, I came to your house and I'm wearing a cloak of you.
I think it could have gone very poorly.
Yeah, it was probably going to be fine.
Yeah, I know whenever I want to make a power move, I make sure to steal the skin of my enemies and wear them into their house.
Yeah.
This is a power move.
Basically,
It's gonna
just
work
let your
real
bed
well
piss all
real
over their...
bad.
To be fair, that is a very powerful power move.
It is. A lot of BDE going on there.
Yeah.
But it could have very easily gone like Godfather wedding.
Oh, it could have been bad, but I felt like probably rules of courtesy would make sure they didn't, just straight up murder me. And I thought that it would get people's attention. So,
Do the rules of Feywild courtesy extend to bears?
probably not. I mean, bears kind of do their own thing. It apparently involves bees. Would you like a piece of baklava? I can just toss it down in your shell for later.
Well, no, you would just be putting it on my body. It's not hollow. It's not a bag of holding. I'm connected to it.
Dude, that'd be amazing! Imagine if your shell was just a bag of holding that you, lived in.
I'm sure we can enchant it to be like that.
Nice.
I'm sure it's possible. But as it stands, I'm connected to it.
Oh,
So
God,
it would
then
be
he
me just,
accidentally falls in the magic hole. And, oh, God.
be like if I slam dunked a piece of baklava on your collarbone and said, "Here for later." I'd rather you didn't just toss things down in there all willy-nilly, because I do have to clean it out every day.
I'm imagining, when you have a gas and you lose something down inside it, you gotta, dig it back out.
Yeah.
But it's your whole torso.
It's my whole body. It's 400 of the 450 pounds.
Oh,
it's basically turtle beer pong, Just throwing shit down there.
Oh, goodness. Oh. So yeah, not suicidal or anything. I just felt like it would, give me some respect.
I didn't say you were suicidal. I just felt a little irrational.
Disrespectful.
Yeah, those are words that sometimes are used to describe me. I heard a pigeon fly by and call me disrespectful. Now, I feel like that's sometimes applicable as well.
Disrespectful.
Very wild is a strange place.
If you're ever unclear
Fey
on
pigeon.
whether something crosses the line into disrespectful, you can always ask me and I won't judge you. I
Well,
just
if she had asked
don't
you,
want you
you
to
would.
see and get in a hurry.
I'll
Because
be
you didn't think
honest with
something
you,
through all the
Ronnie.
way.
You haven't known me for very long, but just an FYI, I don't really think about anything ever. It just kind of happens. It's like input, output. There's no formula. It just happens. I'm told that somebody has a potion. I tackle that man.
Also, if she had asked you, you would have been wrong.
Lightning potion.
Well, as someone who doesn't think very much either, I still the offer stands. I figure our brains operate at the same pace, so the same number of steps. It's just a different perspective.
It is. I understand. I will keep that in mind.
You could have woken up with a horse head in your bed. I'm just saying, it was real risky. You shouldn't have.
Probably would have been a bee stinger in my torso.
It would have been many bee stingers in the shape of a horse head.
Oh, that's terrifying. Okay, well, let's head to wherever the rendezvous point was.
Let's find our giant fucking cow first.
It's right there. It's a giant cow. How did you not know that? Oh, Ronnie, is your vision starting to go?
I can see the ethereal plane. I can see invisible creatures, and I can see through illusions. I can see where the cow is. I can't see the path to the cow because there's shit in the way. I don't have X-ray vision.
It's not even real stuff. It's just ethereal clutter. It's some ghost left all their stuff around a hoarder. And
it's just a bunch of folding chairs that somebody stacked against the wall and they all fell over.
Oh.
Yeah, you can see the cow. He's not hard to miss.
Yeah.
They parked him in a field. You think it was corn at one point? He's just eating the corn stalks.
So if my passive perception couldn't spot a gargantuan cow, then that's some Wonder Woman levels of technology installed on that cow to make it invisible.
Alright, so you guys get on hay, and ride.
At this point, I think I'm gonna say goodnight to everyone.
All right.
Is that alright?
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
almost done
yeah.
anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My tooth is hurting.
Night.
Night.
Pretty
Oh
good.
no.
Oh, Ro, you weren't here. I have a cracked tooth.
Oh no.
Hmm.
Yeah. Heather's just been having all the teeth bad luck.
My teeth hate me.
That's a bummer.
Hmm.
All right, and you guys rendezvous at point.
Point.
Don't know
Yeah.
where the point was.
It was back at the witching hour.
Okay, so you guys move back at the witching hour.
It's basically the halfway point because we need to leave from there anyways.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right.
And we need to take a long rest. And we
We
know it's
desperately
safe
need to
there.
take a long
All right, you guys will
rest.
take a long rest.
It is fairly safe, relatively safe.
Yeah, I think we'll be okay.
I mean, I think a good idea would be to take a long rest while heading towards the chateau, because it's going to be another day or so, right?
That's true.
Yeah.
Long rest and you
Can
guys
we
probably
can we
pick out
long rest on
spells.
Peanut?
Yeah, you could probably long.
Can Peanut carry all of us?
Yes.
Okay.
Peanut's a big boy.
I have difficulty imagining how big a rock actually is.
Oh, actually, somebody made a really cool size comparison when a rock came up on Critical Role, so let me find it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That we can use the long rest for Bittersweet and Ronnie to coordinate spells, since a lot of the spells kind of cover the same areas.
Mm-hmm.
So, why it's spread.
I mean, if you want to take healing stuff, I can take because I'll be honest, is that I use my spells. I do my wild shapes first and my spells second.
Yeah.
So most of my spells I have are long strider is one that I want to keep. Plant growth is one I want to keep, just because it's handy.
Most of the spells that I always have prepared, I have a good little helping of enchantment because of the order domain.
Mm-hmm.
But most of my spells that I typically repair is one or two hurting spells, and then the rest are all support and control.
Let me take a look. I mean, I can get hurting spells.
Yeah, I don't have anything for field control.
Oh, I have a
Darren, Sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I have a bunch of field control.
Yeah, I can just control individual creatures or groups of creatures.
Mm-hmm.
I have a bunch of field control too.
I have mass suggestion.
And yeah, buffs are never a bad thing. Buffs are sure things. Buffs are maybes,
Yeah. I would
I
say buffs
have-
are really good, because especially if you upcast Bless, you can hit the whole party.
Yeah.
Okay.
Although everyone should be able to. Most everyone got heroism potion, right? I think.
I might have used mine already.
I have one.
No, yeah, I used mine already. I have my oil of slipperiness still, though.
I
gotta oil up before we go in.
I've got 2 oils of slipperiness and 1 potion of heroism.
I've got a greater healing potion and a crap ton of spell components.
I have two greater healing potions, a potion of heroism, oil of slipperiness, the Fey cherry, and the dragon's eye acorn.
I have 4 greater healing potions, 2 healing potions, 1 oil of slipperiness.
Oh, I have 2 potions of healing as well. Regular.
So I think for me, at least, the healing one, it makes sense for me to keep is healing spirit.
Oh yeah. Always.
Just because that's really good for downtime.
Yeah.
But I can unprepare cure wounds.
Cure wounds is as a cleric, I'd never have cure wounds prepared.
Yeah.
It's a waste of an action.
I mostly have it prepared to just if I need to get someone up.
I have the wand,
Mm-hmm.
but I more often use healing word, as you all know, because
I also have healing word
As-
instead of cure wounds now.
Healing word's better.
as Kay said, cure wounds can be kind of a waste.
Yeah, it's an action and it can almost instantly be undone, especially at these levels.
Okay. Question: are you guys
Mhm.
still going to try to get the Lure of the Hunt's attention?
Yes.
You know what? That's something that we can do on our way, isn't it?
Yeah, because that's what we discussed, is trying to do it on our way, and also is something that, like, while we were traveling, somebody could do the scrying spell to see if we could get Brother Ox's attention.
Yeah. Because I do plan for the battle itself taking Holy Weapon, but who will be better to get it?
It's either going to
Multi-attack
be
Or
me
Melanie?
or Rain.
No, Holy Weapon is for the multi-attack.
Yeah.
Like on Melanie.
Yeah, Melanie. Melanie or
That's
Zaitari.
Melanie, or I could technically do Bittersweet's hands.
Well, yeah, because it would go
Pause.
into your B. It would
Yeah.
go into your B shape.
I mean, if I cast Tensor's transformation on me again and become Swole Tilda, I get an extra attack.
Yeah.
That's, you know, I
It's a
usually save
spell.
that for a...
So I can do it a couple times.
Okay.
Not all
Okay.
at once, obviously, because it's a
Right.
concentration spell. But
Give me a second and I can tell you the swollest creature I can become.
Yeah.
and if it's is it
Mel's
if it's one
got
or
three
two wild shapes?
3 attacks at this point, so.
Yeah.
So do
Although,
I, technically.
I think Judgment already does radiant damage. So
It just gives you more,
yeah,
Yeah.
basically.
Just
bludgeoning
keep stacking.
and yeah, 2d6 radiant damage. But
So the swollest creature, like the most damage that I can do at this point is I can become a giant scorpion,
Mhm.
which has 3 attacks.
Yeah.
2 claws and a sting.
What's its
And
hit,
it has tremor sense, so it doesn't. It,
It
won't be at the
has
risk of one.
blindside. Yeah, it only has
Yeah.
a +2 to hit. That's the thing.
It's not
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, so probably me or Melanie are the safe bets for Holy Weapon.
It's Holy Weapon too. If she wants to go all in and do, 3 attacks, action surge, 3 more, then I
That's
can
true.
also on top of that do the dismiss and get the 48 radiant damage and blind out of it. All at the same
Very
time.
true. Yeah, Melanie's probably the best choice then.
yeah,
And then I can also, I could take harm, but I don't think I will. I think I'll save my 6th and 7th level spells for Divine Word and Word of Recall.
Sounds like a safe bet.
Harm is fun.
All right.
And obviously keep Revivify packed.
I always have it prepared.
Okay. So I assume we're game for next week. I will not be here the 27th, so.
Oh, okay. Not next week, it's the week after.
It's the
I don't know
week
why
after.
I thought it was the 20th.
Yeah. That actually works well because I was going to be gone the 27th also because I move on the 30th.
Okay.
So
Oh, yeah, that's right.
All right. Great.
okay.
All right. Cool. I will see all of you then.
Yes. Have a
Cool.
good week, folks.
Yep. Have a good week, everyone.
Did we get the long rest
Yeah.
in, or
Yes, you did.
okay?
Before we
Good, 'cause I
stop.
already hit the button.
Yep.
Yeah.
Before we stop. Zaitari, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, and you
Yeah,
do
I
have the
just-
hair.
I just closed.
I'm sorry.
Son of a bitch. Alright, that gives me advantage, right?
Yeah, that gives you, I think,
You
super.
can't just give me a flat +10. I have to roll for it.
Yeah, you do.
You did. I'm
Giant
waiting for my sheet
snapping
to load.
turtle.
Hold on. Man, if only I was a lore bard. I can inspire myself. God damn.
Actually, by the way, I misspoke earlier. I have only 1 regular healing potion.
I could give people a couple of my greater healings. I really don't need all 4 of these. But maybe I will, because I am a noodle bitch. With +0 to my fucking constitution right now.
You're fine.
Oh, thank God. Jesus. I hate it.
But yeah, it's we can chat at some point, Kay, because I have a lot of battlefield control stuff. Like I can do hallucinatory terrain, and I can do.
Do you have Wrath of Nature yet, or do you not have?
No.
Fifth
Hang
level.
on.
Is it 5th or 6th level?
Wrath of Nature?
Yeah, from Xanathars.
Oh. Let me look. It's 5th level, and... Yeah, I have 5th level spells.
So that's depending on obviously where we're fighting.
Mm-hmm.
That's potentially a really good field control one. And you can do shit in it well shaped.
Also, Heather, did you see the image of the comparison of the rock to what would technically be us?
That's a big bird.
It is a big bird.
That's a big bird.
I also have,
By
if I want to make Darred's life difficult, I have conjure woodland beings.
I am very well aware of
Yes.
that.
It's not a terrible idea.
Yeah, it's not. I would honestly say that that's probably
Um,
something you should definitely pack.
Yeah, any kind of like it's kind of annoying, but any kind of conjuring spell is very useful. Never underestimate the power of 8. Just basic bitch wolves.
Yeah, my Sunday group, my warlock can summon can summon a pack of wolves equal to her charisma modifier. And
my druid on Sundays was Circle the Shepherd, so I specialized in conjuring everything. I've since, for story reasons, swapped to Circle of Dreams, but we were fighting a necromancer and a bone claw, and I just summoned 8 wolves, and the DM was like, fine, I'm going to get rid of these wolves. So he killed all the wolves. I'm like, well, guess what? I have more spell slots.
Yep.
And I summoned 8 more wolves, and I heard him like throw his headphones on the table and like walk away. But I exist in Sunday just to torment him.
Do you guys want me to bring Arcane Eye?
Yes.
helpful.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, there's a
Very
good
useful.
chance that Sanestra probably has true sight, so she'll be able to
Right.
see it. But if it can help us move around the mansion for at least a little while, I don't really care.
I can also do divination before we go in about the best path of entry into the castle.
Now I just gotta figure out what I can.
Oh,
remove.
you know what else? What else I have prepared?
Mhm.
Wall of Fire,
Ooh,
Yes.
excellent. Very good.
That's very good.
and I think I have
Um,
access to the other walls too.
I mean, we know how we're
The
getting into the castle.
burning
Sorry,
wall
castle.
of
We know how
fire.
we're getting into the chateau because,
Chateau is castle in French, so.
well, we know how we're getting into the
Well, it
fancy
is.
ass French castle because we have the flower from.
I know it's just makes me
Relkath.
laugh because it's like, you know what they call a Big Mac with cheese in France.
A cheeseburger
No.
royale.
Oh, yeah.
I'm waiting for the punchline.
We all are.
No, it just made me think. It made me laugh.
Oh, okay. I thought you were delivering a joke.
No, it's nothing. It's no.
Oh, okay.
If we
Well,
find
okay.
something super cool on the way too, I could also potentially gaze something and enslave it to our purpose.
Yes. But I do
Okay.
think divination would still be nice because once we get in the chateau, we could beg Tyr to give us the most direct path.
I'd have to do it before we get in, just because like I can do it up to 7 days in advance. And I'd rather do it on the way in rather than once we're in.
Okay.
So we can move with alacrity inside.
Gotcha. That makes
Yeah.
sense.
I can do it on the way.
That sounds like that makes sense.
And I can cast it
Ooh.
repeatedly too. So
Ooh. This
What?
is it's a maelstrom.
Oh yeah, that's a good spell.
That's a big area too. It's a 30
I've-
foot radius.
I've never used it, but I've always wanted to. It's real fun.
All right.
Right.
I'm gonna head to bed. Thank you for the game.
Yep, no problem.
Yeah, thank you for the game.
Everybody
Thank you
you.
for the game.
A good night.
Good night.
Good night, everyone.